Hey, Marco, you ready for the totally awesome, coolest show ever?
Pete, it's about 60 degrees out here one day, 45 degrees the next. I almost decided to take a skiff out to go fishing, but then I figured it was way too cold. But so I guess I'll be all right. I'm ready.
You ready? All right, we'll go.
Dude, that winter was just too cold. It's nice to be out of the winter, so can't wait to go fishing again.
There might be a chance for a snowstorm, but then I heard it might be 70 on Saturday.
Yeah, 70. Let's go. 70. If 70 happens, I'm throwing the kayaks in. I'm fishing. That's just fast.
Fishing from a kayak?
Yeah. Shoot, I'll fish from anything. Huh?
It's not like a kayak kind of like keeps you, bottled up. Like there's no storage space. Or is there?
He's got the deep you can just drop it in the shirt.
Yeah. What are you talking about? What am I dropping in?
Well, I'm saying if you got a pole, like you can't paddle and have a pole. Well, how do you keep the pole while you're paddling?
You've never been in a kayak before, have you?
No.
Yeah, so
I've been in a kayak.
Space that you could. First off, they've got all these like wrappings on the front that if you need to, you could stick your pole down there. You could add a hook on for the pole thing. I just put it next to me because you can literally put it next to you and paddle. It's not that big deal. Pretty much.
I'm thinking of a kayak. You're more like boxing, not like a canoe. Like a canoe, I know.
You know a kayak. You're thinking about like the kayaks they take down whitewater rafts where there's no not that kayak, like a normal human being kayak. Not like we're gonna do barrel rolls down.
Yeah, you're going down rapids.
No, this isn't the Olympics. Nobody's
out there
doing the
humans
Olympics
that do the barrel roll kayaks.
Are they robots? In the Olympics?
That's all my head knows as far as kayaks. Otherwise, I think it's a canoe.
No, there's Pete.
I'm just saying. That's all.
It's still a port. There's still a port hole, right? There's one hole, but it's not so tight that you flip.
How many holes?
Yeah, it's not so tight. You're not going for speed, bro. You're not going for you're not expecting to be going down the rapids in it and you're gonna fall over. Like if you fall out the kayak, guess what happens? The kayak flips over. You fall out of the kayak. I mean, you could be strapped in, but you unstrap your thing and you fall out of it. It's not like
it's more like a longboard. You're not really trying to do tricks. You just go for a nice smooth ride on the way.
Yeah, it's a smoother one. They make fishing ones now too. They get pretty expensive. But yeah. All right.
Anyway.
So hey, instead of that, I want to tell everybody we're doing a new format this week. If you've watched Dark Side, we're kind of changing around the formats a little bit and stuff. We're gonna do it similar to that. We're gonna start off with Take It or Leave It. So we're gonna start off with what books we read this week, whatever. Huh?
We're not doing the news first?
No, we are not doing news first. We will do news after we do Under the Radar. Okay. I thought you do this already, Dub. Also, too, make sure you're subbed to Cliffs on Comics. I will be over there. I don't know what day, but sooner than later. Okay.
You don't know what day. I think it's Friday.
What day is it? Is it? Better not be
Friday. It is Friday.
What day is it today?
You advertised Friday.
Today's Wednesday.
Isn't it Saturday? No, Friday evening.
I don't know. You better talk to Cliff.
I already tried. I said, Cliff, I don't like Captain America. And I was like, and then he edits the beer out of that. I'm kind of ticked about this.
The beer out.
I don't even know. I don't even know if we're gonna go there because, unless you show me Deep V holding High Lifes, I don't think it's. I'm just not sure this is the environment I want to be in.
I sent him the wrong one. That's on me.
Tune in,
blame Cliff.
Friday night at 8 p.m. That's when you were on.
8? Who
8
starts
p.m.
a podcast? Who starts a YouTube podcast at 8 a.m. 8 p.m.
Well, you don't want to compete with
not 8 a.m. Not Friday at
8 p.m.
Who does that either? All right,
well,
GTK Comics
pictures on there.
I don't think he okayed any of this with my agent. Crack on!
All right, Grumpy G knows what you're talking about with the kayaks.
Is it a group or solo? It's a group. We do groups every Wednesday. Repair Tech Tony, good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Bart Lord. Hey all, what a week for books. It was an interesting week for books. It's a good week for books, interesting week for books. We'll see. Hey kids and Dub. Hey Ed.
I think there's a lot of stuff to read because I couldn't even read. I read the stuff we needed to read for tonight, but I still got more stuff I need to read. Just I personally want to read for this week.
That was the problem. I was reading
There's
stuff and then Yeah, I was reading stuff, and then I was like, oh, I gotta get to the books that I have to read for the thing. Grubby G, I have a fishing kayak. It's not built for speed. Great way to ride. Yeah, I mean, I actually just use a regular kayak. I don't use a built out fishing kayak because what the hell. But no shame if you have a fishing kayak.
Boat.
Travels. I also have that. Yeah, I also have that. I have one of those too. What are
you gonna do with a pontoon boat? Retake Omaha Beach?
I have marooned it before, taken over beaches. Yes, yes.
Beach.
It's all right. I'm just quoting a movie. It's all right.
Maybe not Omaha. No, I know. But,
the great outdoors. For
if you come in hot enough, if you know how to do it and come in hot enough, it also makes a lot of noise when you do it. It looks pretty good, and a big wave comes behind you, and people start running and screaming. So I've also been on a dock while somebody took one out with a pontoon before. That's not as fun.
Took a dock
being
out?
on the dock, being on the dock, yeah, while it's getting taken out.
Yeah,
you got to get ready to hop real quickly, and like you don't
Floating
want to
dock?
jump. No. I mean, they call them floating, but it's not the ones you're thinking of. Floating dock. It's like it's a dock that touches the ground.
I was gonna say it's a fixed to the ground.
It's a fixed position. It's not. Yeah, and they came right into it, and the decision is like, should I try to jump on their boat? Should I try to launch myself onto another boat? Should I try to dive in? But who knows what they're going to do when they hit it? Because when they hit it, they start swerving around. A lot of decisions have to go into your head when you're deciding
really quickly too.
Yeah, because if you're hitting a dock, that's also too. Can you be like, is the person drunk or are they sober? You know what I mean? Because that's another thing that goes in there. And it was a woman, and she was screaming.
I feel like whatever choice you would have made, it would have looked a lot cooler in your head than whatever you actually ended up doing.
Oh no! You look like a fool. Oh yeah. Because while you're doing it, you're like, this isn't how I saw it. Like you're like, okay, I'm gonna jump for this, and then all of a sudden you see the pontoon coming, like the side, because like they hit it. They're also not like, it's not like a movie, right? Like it's not like, hey, it's coming in perfectly slow or whatever, and it's going underneath and then coming up and it's giving you the platform. No, that shit's coming in crooked. It's hitting the thing. It's popping up on a side, and you're going to jump. Like okay.
They don't try to like do a little slide into the spot sideways, like swing the pontoon boat sideways.
Nope. I made it up and over. Didn't hit the nuttos. Got a bruise like right here, and definitely was like an awkward, like if you took a cling and threw, like those toys where you could take them and the cling to the windows, like that type of thing. It was not a good, with one leg down. And then I had to pull myself the rest of the way. And then I jumped on the boat, and then I pulled the thing back and threw her keys into the water. And it was like, You're an idiot. So, but yeah.
I'm glad you put the keys in the water.
I was also swearing a lot. Well, I was hurting a lot. I'll tell you, it's not, stunt double wasn't there. Not happy. I was not happy at all. Threw him right in the water. A boat's a boat, but the mystery box could be anything. Yeah, it's true. It could even be a boat. Yeah. You know how much what's that from?
I don't know.
Did somebody say that last week?
I feel like I should know.
No, I think somebody said that. Yeah. All right. Anyways,
familiar for some reason.
It does sound familiar. I went to Omaha. You did? All right. 30. Okay. Let's stop all the boat. Oh, it's Family Guy. There we go. What's up, Jeffrey? What's up, Renee crew? Happy Wednesday. It is. It's the second of 3 days off for me. Cool. Dang. Also, make sure you put it down. We're not going to tell you who it is yet. Special guest, April 9th. We finally got locked and loaded. Yeah. It's going to be good stuff. Oh, speaking of the guy here that I got to talk about, because we don't even know what's going on here. We were doing the promo. Cliff, what time did you set me up for a show?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes, 8 p.m., right? Friday nights.
Who does shows at 8 p.m. on Friday night?
Cliff. You do, and I do. And you're doing one. Do you want to do it at 10?
I don't know. I got to check with my agent to see what time I can go on. We already have a big discussion about the pictures being off and everything. This is just going to be a mess.
I told you that was my fault for sending the wrong picture.
I don't understand. I repeatedly told you there will be nighttime hours.
Yeah, nighttime, 8 o'clock. That's like dusk. That's not even nighttime. Nighttime is like
dusk.
Well, I mean,
yet.
So you want 10 is what you're telling me.
No, I'm not saying that at all. But when you say nighttime to me, I assume like, oh, you know.
8. You guys go on at 8. Everybody goes on at 8 or 9. 8, 9, and 10. That's it. All the time. It's 8, 9, and 10 everywhere I go.
Also, I feel very disrespected that you edited out my high life.
No, that's how I received it.
I told you it's my fault. Stop blaming Cliff.
All right, what's going on, Cliff? Cliff's here to promote his channel and show too, to help us through stuff.
Absolutely.
But Pete, let's start our new way of doing the show. Let's get into take it or leave it.
Oh, that's right. I got to go all backwards now. There it is. I was like, I got to share the screen. Where is it?
Did you get a chance to read any books this week, Cliff?
From like today?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not really.
Good. Don't worry about it. We're just gonna take it.
We don't spoil anyway. We're not.
It's not our. We forgot that we're switching around the show today. All right, take it or leave it. What's our first book?
We're not even start with books. I ran that intro because we're doing our streaming first, which was this week's episode of Daredevil.
Oh, I'm so confused right now.
I am too. Now I'm confused. So I know that I think that we're going to have a piece of news about Daredevil in the news. Am I correct, Dub?
No.
Okay.
Correct.
So last week I was saying, hey, you know what would really help Daredevil out is if they did a preview, a recap for the last couple seasons. And I got laughed at. People were pointing fingers, telling me I'm a moron. The chat was going, you're an idiot. What are you? Everybody knows who this is. What would that do?
Remind you of what happened 10 freaking years ago. I agree with Marco. Look what you people have done to me.
See what we got here? Well, this week it came out that's what people were asking for. So I'd like to say I'll accept your apologies, Dub and Pete concurrently.
Only part I'll agree.
Hooker. Well,
about Daredevil as a whole, it's just foggy. Yes, you probably should have had a better recap so you remember.
Hey, Phil.
Foggy. The relationship a little bit better.
Dub, would you like to readdress your apology?
No, I have zero apologies whatsoever. I do not apologize for anything. Just because you didn't prepare your family members to watch the show, that's your fault.
No, it's the whole
100% your fault.
The whole streaming universe is telling you this, and you're just blaming on me. Hey, Sarah, let's say hi to Phil. Phil, hey, what's up? Sarah, hey, let me chew him out later. What's up, Cliff? Okay.
I don't talk to the streaming universe, so
having saying hello in my break. Okay, picking it up. Oh, get that OT money. Okay, cool. But yeah, this week once again, I thought one was the worst episode, and it has progressively gotten better. And I will tell you at the end of the episode, for people who haven't seen it yet, just wait and breathe and watch it all the way to the end. Because even I was like, wait, what? And then I rewind it. I said, wait, what? And then I rewind it. I said, wait, what?
How about the end credits featuring the sound of the coqui in the background, the Puerto Rican frog? That's the sound in the credits. In the end
that's
credits.
The sound?
Yeah, that's the sound.
Well, I don't watch end credits because they're a waste of time.
But I know it played right into it because you can hear the sound as it plays into it.
Can we talk about one thing though about the show?
Please.
About the whole, because it's not part of the show and it's not real. The whole speculation because an officer's name was mentioned.
Oh, Miles Morales. Is it Miles Morales? Is that what people are saying?
Yes, that's what they're saying.
No, technically it would be Miles' father.
Exactly. And his name ain't Morales.
Yeah, that's the mom's name. Unless they want to play more games, so that's just be like, Miles' mom is the cop in this universe. That's the nurse.
Hold on. I didn't even follow it. I just saw something in our chat where they're like, it's not Miles Morales' dad. I don't even know. What was the officer's name?
It was like Officer Morales. I think they rattled off a couple of officer names.
Like Morales isn't one of the most common Spanish.
Yeah, Morales. Are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah, people just.
That's all it was. Said Officer Morales. I think there's like 6 Officer Morales throughout all the Law and Orders. Were they also related to Miles somehow?
Yes, they're all related. This is the same streaming universe that you want me to apologize for.
No, I don't want you to apologize to me.
I will not apologize for them. I will not apologize for last week, and I will not apologize for Miles Morales. not
Yeah,
showing
this
up.
last episode though, I think they left it. Well, I agree with Cosmic One on this one. I think this one, without spoiling it, the end. Oof. And we're not going to do that. Did you put that in the news about that thing?
Do you want to do the news right now, or you want
No,
to?
no, I don't. I just try not to say anything. I just try not to say anything. All right, it's going to take us a couple weeks to adjust. All right, Dub. All right. Anyways,
Anyway,
thumbs up though. Really, really great. Really great. Really great.
Exactly. We'll just throw the thumbs.
Look, they want us to move
Everybody's
comics
still
quicker.
gonna throw
We're getting to
thumbs up.
comics, and he starts out with streaming. I don't even understand this at this point.
because I wanted the comics to go into your comics after.
Oh my god.
That's
That
why I
makes sense.
changed the order up a little bit. But anyway, Cliff, you also a thumbs up, I guess, on this episode as well.
Yes, sir.
All
Yeah,
right,
there was
there we go.
frogs
Thumbs up.
barking in the background for some reason. That's all he needs.
There you go. That's what he was explaining.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's all I need. As a Puerto Rican, I appreciate
That's
my
what it is.
islands, token
Hey,
creature.
hey, I'll tell you this. If they had goats in the background, I'm not going to appreciate it as a Greek. I'm just going to be like, that was some dumb shit. I'm just going to let you know. Just going to
Well,
let
if
you
the
know.
character that we're focused on at the end of the episode was Greek, it would make more sense, wouldn't it?
It would.
Now I
That's
would be,
right.
I'd be highly offended, just like that dude who tried to play Zeus that one time. What the hell is that accent?
Okay, first off, how many
No.
people have tried to play Zeus and have done it
Crow.
more
When
than-
Russell Crowe tried to play Zeus.
I
Come
know
on.
you're being funny, but I was gonna say, name someone who played Zeus effectively first. And there you have it, folks.
Okay.
All right, so let's film reviews, baby.
Shoot, I can't think of his name.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know the one guy that did, but I can't.
Oh,
it
Percy
wasn't-
Jackson, but he passed away.
No. The guy, the one where the owl, the Odyssey one where the owl's at, and they don't actually really show him that much. They just show him as a
Clash of the
person in the
Titans.
cloud, and yeah, Clash of Titans. They had Zeus in that.
Yeah, the
It
original.
was the voice of Zeus. Yeah, that worked. Clash of Titans, Cliff. Done.
Okay, if that's your fine. Look how far back you have to go for that one.
Yeah. Well, don't remember.
The chat
they all had
take it.
They used Windex on everything too. That was a cure.
Shut up! Nobody does that. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's Clash of My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Okay,
And
next,
by the way,
next, take your leave it, Phil.
No one does that, but legit.
This
her
is
father
amazing.
was-
So we're starting off. We're trying to get into comics faster, and we're starting off with a TV show, and then we're continuing it to a movie talk, and then going into a movie that nobody here's seen except for Pete.
I went and saw Mickey 17.
Jeez, man. Wow. You did derail. Okay. At least Daredevil is based on a comic book.
Yeah, I just went to the movies. It was good. That's all. That's all I wanted.
People have actually told us rein in our thing or leave it to somehow have to link to comic books and stuff. Pete goes out with, I don't even know what Mickey 17's about.
Oh, look. Oh, we're
Oh, nice
buddies.
mug.
We're
Awesome.
twins. That was so
And it's
great.
shiny.
And
Fantastic.
Pete, what's this about?
I love you more every day, buddy. I love you
Batman.
more every day.
No,
Oh, I
what's
love
this
you too,
about?
man. That's awesome.
It'd be kind of hard to explain because it wasn't exactly
Get
what
the
I thought.
fuck out of here. Next, we're
I was
done.
already going next. I told you.
Look at that big ass head. That just looks wrong. The big ass heads look wrong. Is that my homegirl Tony Collette up there?
It
Yes.
just looks like a bunch of stormtroopers.
I see
Alright,
Stephen
but
Yeun
again-
in there. I know he's in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steven
All right.
Yeun's in there.
We're getting 2 points for Tony Collette, 2 points for Steven. Who? Wait, I kind of recognize the girl, to the black woman on the left. Who is she?
Wait, isn't the one dude the dude from
Her name.
Walking Dead?
Yes.
That's Glenn. Yeah, that's Steven
Okay,
Yeun.
and then you got this dude that looks like he smelled a fart. Isn't that one of the brothers to? Does he have
Oh,
a
no,
brother
no,
that's an
no.
actor too?
Robert Pattinson.
That's Batman.
Oh, Naomi.
Oh, Sparkly Boy.
Oh, 2 points for her. 2 points for her.
You got-
One
Hey, isn't
point
the dude on the top? Isn't that Ruffalo up there with
Yeah,
some gray hair?
Buffalo.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
that's Ruffalo.
Is Ruffalo? All right, cool.
It's an interesting science fiction movie. I will say that it wasn't exactly
All right, that ties into it.
cloned. He's like reprinted, and it's like he's like expendable. He keeps dying, and they just reprint out a new copy of him, and they just keep rolling.
All right,
But
all right.
it is interesting.
Yeah.
That
Except
said-
the key word from the description of this movie is with most of their memories intact.
Yes.
I feel that plays into the plot.
Wasn't that
It
like
does.
Multiplicity? Is Multiplicity better than this? Shout out the
I
dude
do
who
like
plays in
Multiplicity.
Multiplicity.
I do like Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
She touched my peppy, Steve.
Hey, Dan. Dan's Hobby Corner. Hello, everyone. Hello, Dan.
All right, that's all. I'm
Hello.
moving on. We can get to
Absolutely.
comics now. I don't
Thank
think I
you.
need to run the comic one, or maybe I'll make a new one for that if we go in a different order.
You should have ran the
We're playing
comic
with
one
the format
first.
here.
Yeah.
Let's just get to the comics. Let's go with Marvel
Please.
first. And my suggestion to double dip on Nick Fury this week.
This is terrible.
Why is it terrible, Marco?
Bro, this is the problem with
Isn't
Marvel.
that good?
Would you like, because it's not good. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Would you like me to explain to you how Marvel's missing the mark, but they could have actually done something quality? We've got already some of the hottest books going out in the last couple months is Cruel Kingdoms. We've got the Geiger, the ghost thing going on. We've gotten some of these flashbacks where you're seeing these Pentantheon type books where we're bringing back like sci-fi horror. We have what is it? What's in the Ghost? Is it Gore Street or whatever? What's the one? Hyde Street. We're seeing these things and they're hitting home runs. So what does Marvel do? Oh, you know what's great? Let's do world. Are you gonna do fucking westerns next? Can we have westerns next out of Marvel? Because that's something we could do. Or romance. Let's do those because those hit so well. Why don't instead you got this guy named Kirby who did a ton of crap that you could bring back in, mainly sci-fi type stuff like that. Something we're going to talk about later. You could do those, but why do that? Why? Why do mystery? Why do that? Let's do World War II again because we haven't killed that to death.
But it's horror with a World War II setting, and they took.
This is not horror. This is a bad. This is a crappy mashup. No, it is not, sir.
Listen,
it is not.
There are so many worse things, and like you're being too brutal on this book.
Oh yeah, don't worry. There is. It's called Doctor Strange and Fing Fang Foom. Yes, there's worse.
Oh yes, that is an abomination. Like,
so thumbs down on this, by the way, and I'm spoiling another book we have on this list. Thumbs down here.
Thumbs up for me.
All right, so you two with the opposing thumbs, but I did not enjoy this either. I know I've been I missed the last two issues. I read issue 1, and I just jumped in at issue 4 to kind of get a barometer check to see where this series is. And all I know is got Bucky being weird, like he wants to cut. He was accusing him of cutting dicks off of Nazis or something. Like, what was that all about? Like he was cutting pieces of people off to save them. How's that Bucky?
Okay, so remember in the Winter Soldier where we started going back to what Bucky was that we didn't know Bucky was back then? I feel this is a continuation of that.
And then we had, I don't know.
Look, I'm all for killing Nazis. Like that's great, but
you froze on us again.
You might need. That's like the third time. He might need to reboot.
You might.
Yeah. I did not get a chance to get to this.
I mean, this book is not good.
I did not. There was only time for a few. Yeah.
It's just if you want some World War II stuff, okay, I guess, but I don't know. I just didn't really like it. But
it's World War II, supernatural battles. I mean, like, I'm having a nice time.
So was this, sort of.
Yo, no one asked Straczynski to come out of his crypt and write this.
I
know what Marvel did, but I don't even understand. Double Marco.
Whoa.
Yeah, we've got 2.
Yeah, I mean, this is what was worse than the last book. This book.
Yeah, this thumbs down immediately for me.
I wanted to like this though because it had Fin Fang Foom in it. Like usually, give me a dragon, give me a kaiju.
And you know what? That's a great cover. That's a great cover. Then you open it and it's all heartbreak.
Yeah. This was just. Not only was it not good, it took a long time to not be good. Like there was a lot of reading to be bad. Like it just was not good.
Also, too, the way that he gets away from Fing Fang Foom are the dumbest things ever. So stupid. Like nothing in this book was good. Nothing.
I still don't understand where this concept came from. Like Straczynski doing these Dr. Doom and Rocket Raccoon. Let's have Captain America.
No, they did I will give them credit. They just want to do a series of books of wacky crossovers, and I will give them credit for that. Right?
No, hold on.
I appreciate.
The idea might be a good idea, but I don't know if the
Yeah.
execution is here.
No, the execution is not all there.
But
Okay,
here's where we could have a winner. Give us classic Fing Fang Foom. Then you could do a second story with classic Fury in those styles, just like they're doing once again with just like they're doing with that. Why do this?
I don't know what this was meant to be.
Like, why do this?
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, would you? Hey, if this was like a half and a half and it kind of crossed over a little bit, would you read that? You got 3 different stories in it. One was a classic Fing Fang Foom of the Strange Errors. Then you get a Fury, a classic Fury story, and then you get a combo how they clashed over together. I'd read that. Shit, they didn't even have to be that good, and I'd read it. But like this is not it. Not it at all.
Well, again, not like great execution here. But
That's the idea.
The point of, hey, let's try to have some fun crossovers, is a good idea. I mean, Doom and Rocket actually kind of works. I know a lot of people liked it overall.
What's the next one too? I saw the next one. That would look
know.
like something else I don't want to see.
There was something with Spider-Man and the
I don't
Marvel
know,
Universe.
Cliff.
I don't know.
Cliff. I mean, you're
Listen,
saying
just
it works.
because you're not like first of all, some of the best shit we've ever gotten in comics is things that people did not
You
expect.
guys are agreeing, though.
A little bit, yes.
Ultimately, you're kind of agreeing because you're saying the idea is not bad.
Wait,
The
hold on.
execution, what they wrote is bad.
Execution is terrible.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: Doom and Doom and Rocket good because it was good, or was it good because we expect it to be fucking horrible?
Probably both. And again, it was fun. And I'm always going to give things credit for actually, if I feel
It is hulking someone.
I'm giving it more.
It is hulking someone.
It's hulking someone. We don't even know
It
who
is.
it is.
It is. It's hulking someone.
It
It might be hulking Thor. It might be hulking Thor, to be honest with you.
It's Hulk. It's Hulk and venomized Rick Jones. Good luck, everybody.
Yeah. Oh my
Be a
god.
good
It's oh jeez.
Hulk and
All right.
Squirrel Girl. There's a good.
Oh,
pairing.
is it Doctor Strange? It's Doctor Strange
that
and
doesn't
fucking
make-
Hulk.
No, they've been together before.
Yeah, that's not weird.
No,
They're
he's
the
right. No, the
pairing
next
together.
one is Doctor Strange. Is Hulk versus Doctor Strange. He's 100% right. He's 100% right. That's what it is.
That's funny.
That's not funny. They were on a team
No, it's
together.
funny because, like they do stuff regularly. Like that's not a real thing.
Yeah, that's not fun at
Hey.
all.
Yeah, I mean,
Remember like Hulk crashed into like the Doctor Strange's house, and he's like, Thanos is coming. Everybody already knows that. So
Yeah, so I mean,
All
there's
right,
that.
We're leaving that there. We're leaving
Yeah,
this
that's a piece
here.
of shit. This was a piece of shit. It was so bad.
All right,
Dude,
well-
when Fing Fang
Wait,
Foom.
there's a good
Hold on.
looking cover now. Hold on. There's a good looking cover. Let me go check that out.
It is. But when Fing Fang Foom was about to eat him. Go ahead, Cliff.
No, there's a beautiful Dodson cover for Hulk and Doctor Strange.
Mm.
When Fing
I do
Fang
like that.
Foom was about to eat Nick Fury and he got away, I thought that was I literally threw the book across the room and was not going to read the rest of it because it was so bad. Roman!
Okay, can I just
Uncle
remind
Roman.
everybody? Can I just remind everybody that Bruce Wayne survived falling through the stratosphere with his back? I mean, let's remember that comics are about suspension of disbelief. Sure, this book was terrible. I flipped through it. I practically threw it back at the wall. But I mean, someone escaping Fing Fang Foom is like not the most far-fetched thing.
Well, hey, I'll tell you this. Eggs are expensive, so I got chickens growing, and this is at the bottom of the feed right now. It's down there so they can poop on it. So there we go.
Do you know what's like sad? Do we not have anything relevant and fun to talk about in the world? This is like the 1500 chicken joke of my week. And
Dude, it's everywhere. You get sucked up in it. Everybody says it.
But the thing is like there's the unspoken rule. And sometimes very spoken rule. Let's not get into politics, rah, rah, rah. We shouldn't, but everybody's got to bring up the egg thing.
Well,
you know?
Cliff,
You
we
know,
actually do raise chickens.
I'll be a son of a gun.
So like,
Unbelievable.
good way to take it there, Cliff. Good job. Congratulations. All right, next comic. There we go.
What? I don't know. I don't get the egg thing though, because I feel like I must be rolling in it because my son's just downing like half a dozen eggs every time he wants breakfast. We're just getting them.
Yeah, I just believe. I like this. I just believe life.
I just believe life. You know what? I'm with you.
All right. Anyway, let's go from Gary Frank to Gary Frank.
Oh,
yes. Thank you, God.
But I didn't get to this yet, so I have to abstain because I did not get to read this.
I don't give a shit. Thumbs up.
I will tell you. Hold. We haven't reviewed this for the last couple of weeks for a specific reason. This is The Glowing Woman. We've talked about it, but we haven't reviewed it. And the reason why was because I was a little bit nervous. I really was nervous about what they were going to do with this character, right? Because it could go a couple different ways. They went the right way. It is a home run. It is a home run, and I'm sorry for the people when you finish reading this. I truly am. Because there's not a book in a long time where I've read it and I've said before, I wanted 1 or 2 more pages. No. I want 5 more issues right now. Right now. At the ending of this, like, not even the ending. After you get a quarter through this book, to the end, I'm just like, yeah, cool. 1 more page. Cool, there's another page. Cool, there's another page. And then I was like, there's like 5 pages at the end that's just like a timeline shit. And I was reading every word on there. Because they were doing the profiles in the back of certain characters and they're doing all that shit in the back of these books now. And I was just going like, maybe they'll give us just a little bit more somewhere in here. Maybe if I read too much, and it wasn't there, but like, it's that good. I'm actually really pissed off about this book. I didn't give this a thumbs up yet. I'm going to give this a thumbs down. I'm really pissed off about this book because they should have given us 2 books at the same time. I'm not giving a thumbs down. Get out of here. I'm giving it a thumbs up.
Wait a minute.
This book is great. Everything on Ghost is great, excluding Redcoats and the Fantastic Four bullshit. Rocketeers.
The Rockefellers. Oh my God. The only one out of this whole mumbo jumbo that they've thrown at us that I just could not get on board with was Hornsby and Halo.
I don't know. I think Rook Geiger and Hyde Street are just so good, and the level's just too high.
So Redcoat is shit automatically.
Well, Redcoat's crap. The time to come on. This is so. No, it's not good. And by the way, he shows up constantly here too.
That's of all these books, that's the only one that got me to cry a couple times.
I thought, okay. Well, first off, I can't help your emotional state while you're fucking reading books. Okay, that's just not me. But what I'm telling you is, writing wise, and that's not the best. It's not the best.
Listen, I realize
character's not the best.
But the thing is like your standards are all over the place. You've decided this is the pinnacle, and everything else becomes invalidated because this is the pinnacle.
I'm saying, no. What I'm saying is they have 3 high tier quality books that I look forward to every time. And by the way, when I recommend them and ask people in the chat, they then jump on to these series and think they are the best books. Now, there is other taste. I get it. Some of us, hey, hold on. Some of us like to eat lobster, filet mignon. Other people like to eat smash burgers. I get that. That's fine.
Also like lobster baked mac and cheese. And I'm telling you,
that's garbage. They're literally putting crayfish in your mac and cheese. I expect you to be a lobster mac and cheese eater. You know it's crayfish, right? That's what they're putting in there. That's what they're putting in there.
I use real lobster when I make that shit. Of course I do.
It's a lobster tail. I get it. $5 lobster tail. $5 lobster tail. Got it. Rock lobster.
Actually, you gotta wait for that sale and the flyer and make sure you got the digital coupon, and you gotta roll up in the goddamn supermarket early because the old folks are there too. You gotta fight them. And make sure you get the right one. And then, I don't even want to get into. It is true. It could be actually. Marco is Bizarro Cliff. I just want to be clear.
Well, I believe I'm the OG, and you're not.
No, bitch. I'm older. I win.
Are you?
I'm 47.
I don't think you're older than me, son.
Too.
Oh my God, are you that much older?
Just because I'm sexy and look so young, because I'm just completely
that
guy. I'm him. I get it. I understand.
I just thought you looked older because of your cantankerous and vile. But I just
yelling at clouds.
Are you older than me?
Yes.
Did God spew you onto the earth and then I had to be born?
Yeah, I mean, being in the presence of greatness is tough because when you see me, you think I had to be here for 100 years.
Well,
However,
I mean, no one. I mean, you should understand the power of being in presence of greatness because you're always under Pete. So like,
so pause. First off, no Diddy. Pause. Stop that. What are you doing? All right, let's go. Pivot. Yes, please.
I'm calling
please pivot.
things what they are, baby. I'm calling them what they are. Anyhow, are you really over 47?
Jesus, Cliff.
Do you have a 401k, a 403b? Do you have your?
I've got a bunch of 401k. I have multiple 401ks. I own a couple businesses. I have multiple children. I've been married for over 20 years. Yes.
Wow. And once again, some of that sounds great, and some reminds me.
It's amazing. My life is
heterosexual.
Awesome, dude. I own my house. I don't have any payments. I own 3 cars. I own 2 boats. Yeah, man. I'm about that.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Cliff, you sound really far away. If you're going to keep up with Marco, you're going to have to pull your mic a little closer.
Yeah, you just got it. You got to.
I got to keep doing this all day.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what. Yeah, but I mean,
you want to fight with this guy.
I'm older than 47, Cosmic One. Thank you, though. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Older than 40. I don't even get a real date. This bitch is like 59 trying to pose as 40.
Hey, let's go. I'm not 15, but I appreciate it. Thank you, Cliff.
And now for something completely different.
So let's go.
Moving on.
And that was 22-year-old Marco posing in France.
The other indie book this week that I haven't gotten to yet.
Yo, I love this one. Thumbs up.
Did you?
Yeah. I did.
Here's what I'm gonna say. I didn't like this book.
And you know what? There was too much to read.
Hold on.
You don't like books with a lot of reading.
Hold on. I don't like this book. No, I didn't like the art either, buddy, to be honest with you. I didn't like it for a couple reasons. I didn't like the back and forth. You're right. I didn't like how some of the stuff that they put in there seemed just to fill word bubbles so that they could have so many word bubbles on the page. You're right, Cliff. But I understand that there is a fandom that probably absolutely loves this, and that fandom is going to get rewarded. It's just not for me, and that's okay. Like, this book just isn't for me, and that's okay. I'm going to give it a crooked thumbs up because I didn't like it, but I can get that there's going to be people who are like, oh, this is the best book. That I get that. Like, it's well done. It's just not for me. Like this, and that's okay, man. It's okay.
Enough.
Oh, you got a crooked.
Hey, Robert.
I will twist it crooked if need be.
All right, Cliff, you have a thumbs up on this, I guess. He's already said he has a thumbs up. Not quite sure he knows how this goes.
Yeah. I like it. I like how the girl is like, oh, I work on movies, but I work on movies in a world that's constantly being invaded by alternate timelines. But
she doesn't really work on movies.
Right, she doesn't, but she does. Like, the thing is like, we're not even sure what reality she's in, and then she's not even sure what reality she's in. I appreciate it. That final splash page was wild. Like,
yeah, once again, just not for me.
I'm looking forward to trying this. I am going to get to this. I just didn't get to it today.
Yeah. All right,
but I did get to my DC for today, or the DC we're reviewing today. So I did get to Green Lantern Corps #2 today.
It's the best DC book.
Yes. Yes.
It's the best.
The best. It's
hold on. First off, the DC level standards about here, but it is by far. I mean, I've been saying this for a while now.
I'm liking Batgirl. Batgirl's my favorite right now.
Okay, fair. Really I'm not
Wonder Woman and Absolute Wonder Woman are killing it for me, but I
absolutely not. Those are trash. But
no.
Wow, do you like Absolute Batman? Do you like Batman running
garbage?
Three freaking issues? Is that what you like? Do you like Bat Knight Fears? Is that what you're into?
No,
Batman and Clock? That's what
I like.
Hey, wait, way to go! Nope, wrong. Wrong. Nope.
All right, nope. So that's what you sound like.
Nope. Well, hey, look. Once again, Cliff's got a lot of wrongs going on today. This is what I'm going to say, Pete, and I hear what you're saying about Batgirl. But when I was reading this, I was like, a quarter of the way through, I'm like, why am I loving this so much? And I was like, this is what space in comics Like this is the space that I'm used to in comics.
Yeah.
You know, this is Annihilation, like the peak eras. You know what I mean? Like this is like all those things I like when Nova went out there, like after the 80s and 90s, back in the early 2000s, when they're doing Annihilation with Marvel, when they're doing a bunch of stuff, when Guardians of the Galaxy before, you know, is there before the movie shit, like when they were doing it, you know, the Hole in the Void and all that type of stuff, when they were putting out a bunch of different stuff, even like when Venom's out, like what was this Venom
Space Knight?
which was the Venom Soldier one, which one was that? Space Venom?
Space Knight.
Space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when he was in space.
It was before Agent Venom, when Agent Venom went to there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Then he
he
turned
was
into
in
Space
space.
Knight. Yeah.
I am a fan of Agent Venom.
Yeah. I mean, it was like what it was supposed to be. I don't know who did the art on this, but whoever did, congratulations to them too, because it added to the story. And the story's good, man. Like, it's good. So,
A guy named Fernando Pasarin.
shout out Fernando.
Mm-hmm.
Thumbs up. Pete?
I enjoyed it. Like I said, it's just not the best DC, but it's close. Also, it took us to get to issue 2 because issue 1 was still a little too much more setup, and I was a little too worried
like
they were going to
issue
drag on about, hey, we're rebuilding a new power battery. I thought they were going to linger too long on some nonsense stuff, but no, they took us. We're out into space. We're doing some stuff. I'm on board for that because I do like a good cosmic tale personally.
You're a DC slappy, Cliff.
Did you not hear me say anything nice about this? I said a lot of nice things about this.
No, I was too loud talking.
Yeah, god damn it, bitch.
He needs to clean his ears too.
I love it. And I got this cover and I got the variant where Inja is drawn by Zerdy. So shout out to Homegirl.
Yeah, that
And-
sucks. They only had one cover where the LCS I stopped that. There's some dope covers for this. Mind you. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, I got the or I asked for the because I did get I got the cover A to read today, but I also had my pops pick up books for me, and I asked for the what's the one that had Kilowog on it? That was the
Wilkins.
Wilkins. That's it.
Yeah.
It was the Wilkins one.
Oh, that's nice too. Yeah.
Yeah, I like
This
the
is
Zerdy
Wilkins
one.
is the one that I want though.
Dub, did you get to this one today?
I did. And what I'd like to say about this is I was worried that it was going to be messy, like with all these characters, with all the different things, and it was not. Like they kept it clean, meaning like the art, like there wasn't convoluted stuff going on, and it was very like the panels went cleanly. I liked the art, and like you said, the penciler was good. And I followed the story really well, and I liked seeing Hawkgirl and John, you know, have their moments. And stuff too. Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of that. Anything with those two, I'm a fan.
I'll tell you this.
What's that?
To you DC fanboys that always get on me and shit on me for saying, "Oh, DC sucks." If you suggest a book for somebody to start reading where they can jump in and understand very quickly, I would get them into Green Lantern Corp right now. I think you could get some converts to enjoy some DC products. You know, like I'm always saying, like, hey, Nightwing was it or whatever. But no, I think this for sure is one where you can get them over. They're never going to get into Constantine. I get it. They're never going to get into the dark stuff. I get it. But like this, I think is something that multiple fans from different genres can kind of understand.
You didn't mention Creeper.
Well, Creeper's the greatest of all time next to me. So, I mean, obviously that's something. You know. But my point being is I think it's a starting point into DC where it's not. And what the wildest part is because Green Lantern Corp, by the way, the most amount of fucking people, like the Green Lantern, Red Lantern, Yellow Lantern, blah, 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 Red Lantern, Pink Lantern, Purple Lantern, Yellow, Green, the Rainbow Lanterns, hugest amount of like people, right? But like in this, it's digestible, and I don't think you need all the backgrounds.
Not many Green Lanterns as there are X-Men. Tell you that.
He's got a point there. Well, what was your final take on it, Dub? I didn't hear the thumb.
I give it a thumbs up.
All right, I figured, but
Kilowatt.
all right, we got one more.
Though, that Marco's setup of this is like long-term. It's like long-term booking right now because he's hyping up this Green Lantern comic right now, and I feel like a year from now he's going to refer back to this Green Lantern stuff. I'm just want to throw that out there right now. His long-term booking.
He might when he goes, I miss books like this.
Well, see, this is the kind of story that I wanted in a Green Lantern television show, as opposed to two jerk-offs walking down a street in Missouri, wherever the hell they are.
Nice.
Yeah, but we don't know yet. We'll see.
I
We'll
know.
see.
I'm just worried.
I am too, but we'll see.
These two guys, which one gets to bang the local sheriff? Like, that is not the show I want out of Green Lantern. But we'll see.
What if the local
Listen.
sheriff turns out to be Hawk Girl?
No, what if the local sheriff turns out to be Midnighter? That's what I want to see. Y'all motherfuckers aren't creative enough. Y'all are not creative enough. Get to that goddamn town where Midnighter is the fucking sheriff. All right? And Hal's like, oh, I don't know. I've never done this with a guy before. I'm like, yeah. I'll pay double for HBO Max for that shit. Give me
Oh,
that
now that's a show. That would be a shocker.
I think Cliff just cast his own porno right there. Check out your local dub hub for that. Love hub.
Job.
All right. Well, not to completely change gears from that angle, let's get into the last book for this week's reviews, and that's Batman Dark Patterns number 4. I take it by the exhalation. You didn't like this.
Well, for starters, it was probably too wordy for him.
Hey, you know what they say is a picture's worth 1,000 words. Comics got a lot of pictures in it. Sometimes you don't need all the fucking words. No,
that was the problem here, though.
No, I don't think that's what it was. I think it felt like something trying to be nostalgic, and then just felt like more.
Were you getting?
You ever eat a hot dog at a gas station and think it tastes good, and then you shit your pants? That's what this was. Yeah, that's what this was.
No, it was New Jack City. Is what they did. They just retold us New Jack.
Oh
City.
yeah. I mean, I'm trying not to spoil the ending. Well, it wasn't even that.
It's not the ending. It's the beginning of another story.
Only part 1.
Yeah.
What's the one with Is it like Take the Tower or whatever? The Korean movie where the
Raid?
Maybe Raid. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of it, I guess. But even and I don't see that big of a problem with it in the end. Like the last 2 pages, I didn't have as big of a problem with. The other 18 pages, right? Like,
no, I will. Well, where are you putting your thumb?
Thumbs down. This is shit. This is shit.
Thumb down. See, I disagree. With
this is gas station diarrhea.
Now, because I do want more detective Batman, and granted, this didn't quite get me back exactly on track there, but I didn't really like the last story arc with the dude with all the nails in his head. Like,
for that
to be over. But I'm looking forward to another, interesting take for Batman.
What if they use somebody besides Batman in this, though?
But it's called Batman Dark. It's Batman.
I know, but what I'm just asking you is if. Because while you're saying it, I'm thinking.
Is that what you're saying?
No creeper. We're not getting no creeper.
What if it was the creeper? Yeah, if it was the creeper, it would be thumbs up.
Creeper. I'm going because it's the start of a new arc, but it's not full steam ahead yet. It's just it's a welcome change.
I don't know, dude.
From the last arc for me.
Yeah, that's because the last arc sucked horribly.
Yeah. And I'm hoping this gets me back to what I actually want out of this.
Well, if you've been eating shit all day, then water probably tastes like fucking Gatorade. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
Marco, Jesus Christ, you are so coming in hot. Diarrhea, shitting all day. Like some of us have intestinal issues. Shut it down.
Apart from that,
stop eating gas station hot dogs. I can't help that.
First of all, where is this pantheon of great comics? There just isn't. Like, we reach.
Are you kidding me?
To enjoy. Yeah, no, there is no pantheon of great comics. All right, there's the greats, right? And then there's dude, I'm surrounded by fucking comic books. Are they all great? No. Are some of them great runs? Yes. I'm like, every Bat person I know is enjoying this just because it feels like the Batman that they enjoy. And I'm going to give it a crooked thumbs up just for it not being fucking absolute fucker Batman.
It kind of was.
No, it wasn't.
It really was not.
Just because. Hold on. Time out. You're setting the standard here pretty low. You're saying because the last arc of this book was
no, that's not. That's the only thing you're hooking on. That's not the only
you
point.
Hooking on terribly.
I was making. It's one thing I said. Yes, but that's not the only reason.
Go ahead, Dub. Give it a thumbs down.
Well, I didn't love the story, but I like Hayden Sherman's art. I like the way he draws. I like the differentiation of character versus the backgrounds a lot. That's what a lot of times he does that. I didn't love the story, but it's part one of a story. I'm going to have to give it a crooked thumbs down. I don't really care that much about it, but if you want me to read the next one, I will.
Twist your arm, I guess. Well, ultimately, Cliff and I are overridden by that full thumbs down.
And you know what?
By
And ultimately,
actually
because
counting
it's Batman, I don't care.
All right, what else we got?
Well, now we are going to change gears a little bit and go back in the day for a quick little jaunt to. Little throwback. So we had a plethora of facsimiles come out this week, so there's no need for us to go and figure out
Facsimiles. I'm fighting the power. They're reprints.
They are reprints. He's right.
Well,
They're reprints. They don't have. If they were facsimiles, everything would be intact, even if it was a 10-cent or a 12-cent or whatever. But no, the $3.99, the $6.99, all that crap is there, and the barcode. Ruining it.
I'll do you one better.
Reprint. Good job.
They
Good
don't even
idea.
have
Cliff.
the original art anymore on all of them.
Oh, wait. No. Hold on. I love it. It's from Mondo, baby.
I'm not.
That's a
Yeah,
Mondo.
it's not that I dislike the art, but it's
I love it.
it's not a
You know what?
facsimile.
This was great product placement because you can go to mondoshop.com, order your own print of this. I think you could get it on a t-shirt. And not to mention a variant that didn't fucking blow my asshole out to have to pay for it. I was very pleased. And, you know, if you're going to be dropping facsimiles on, well, you know, Marco started all the shitty commentary. You know, if you're going to be dropping facsimiles, if you're going to be dropping reprints on me, like, yes, spice it up with some extra art that isn't a 1 in goddamn 25. I'm complaining to you, Marvel. I see you, Marvel. So this was fun.
True. Two things. The paper on that is especially shitty. I actually almost picked this up, touched the outside of it, and even a lot of these reprints have shittier paper. I get it, but the paper on this is exceptionally shitty. So if you get a copy, use another copy to take the copy and then put it into a bag and board because the paper here is shit all. The story, on the other hand,
what about the action figure cover?
I want that. I so want that so bad.
Actually, I want this to exist. It's what I want.
They didn't have this available, so I was gonna wait for this one. That's why I'm holding off because the original paper on the first one, I was like, that sucks. This one I'm waiting for. But yeah, Constantine's in it, and it was done really well. And Constantine was done really well in that. Everything was done well in that.
Appearance. It's his first appearance.
One of the greatest DC appearances of all time, as a matter of fact. I'm just saying, like, it was good. How they did Swampy, it's kind of funny, but that's how it's always been. So I'll give it to you. The art inside, exceptional. Just exceptional. Just exceptional. Overall, 2 thumbs up. Love this book. I love this book. I mean,
you only get one.
Well, 2. Hey, I actually said Batman with the owls. I like that.
Court of the
Hush
Owls.
too. Also like Hush. So
Hush. Yeah, don't say Hush 2 just yet, because
Hush. Not Hush 2. Hush.
I mean, I'm not going to throw in the towel on it. I mean, we didn't come out yet, but not excited for it.
Dub, what you got?
I 100% give this book a thumbs up. The story is good. I mean, I read this before, but I read this again over some of the other books because this was on the list, and I'm like, oh, I can read. I want to read this book. I'll read this book whenever. This is so good. Good story, good art. It's just highly recommended to anybody who gets a chance to read this book. I'm glad they did it reprint so you can read it for a lot cheaper now.
Something you're saying reminds me. I think because I was skipped over it maybe, but there's been so many different iterations of Constantine. Like people take their own little slide on it, right? But like I think you forget sometimes what the actual original was. And a lot of times, to give Cliff credit, earlier comment he made, that everybody thinks everything is the best of all time, but maybe it might not be. It doesn't always hold up. But like when you go back to read this, I'd be surprised if anybody who is a Constantine fan, such as myself, or reader, doesn't go like, "Oh shit!" Like, I'm not sure all the new Constantine stuff is as good as this book. Like, it's that good. Like, it is that good. It does hold up. Like, it's that good. So I don't know, man. Anyways, go ahead. Sorry to gush over it. Pete, what do you got?
No, it's a classic for a reason. I mean, nothing else I really need to say that it hasn't already been covered. Apart from just piggybacking on sometimes you misremember how great things were. And then you go back to read them and you're like, wait a second. I don't remember New Mutants 98 being this bad.
Yeah.
I thought Deadpool was cool all the time. But no, you can go back and read this today as we did, and it's still a quality book. So,
Cliff?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I picked it up. I love it.
Right,
I loved it then. I love it now.
Did you read it or did you just pick it up because it's a Mondo cover?
No, I chose the cover because it was a Mondo cover, and I was really turned on by that. But I got it because I know goddamn well it's John Constantine's first freaking appearance.
That's true.
Which I have read and enjoyed many times, as this is one of the best Swamp Things runs, and it still freaking is.
Yeah, it is.
Let's talk one more thing about Swamp Thing. While I'm talking about Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing ain't ever had a bad goddamn cover. Not once have I seen a bad. Show me a bad Swamp Thing cover, and I will tell you who is a bad.
Challenge accepted.
Sure,
sir.
I know. Yes, yeah, I will. Yes, sir, I will.
No,
I'm sure. I know I've come across a couple that are.
Please understand the criteria of my challenge.
Oh, okay.
Oh, now we gotta change the rules. Okay, go ahead.
No, I didn't. First of all, don't you fucking talk about changing rules.
Change rules.
Don't you? But I didn't even know the rules about my goddamn Wonder Woman book. That's number one. Number two, I specifically said, show me a bad Swamp Thing cover, and I will show you a bad artist. That is what I said. So I just want to be clear.
Okay. Well, that'll make it tougher.
Still challenge still accepted. Dude, you can't do that, Corbin. Challenge accepted, though. Challenge accepted. All right, next up.
Trickle in and right in there.
Oh my God, it's Dan Didio's lost son. I love it.
What's up, y'all? How's it going?
How are you?
That's kind of funny.
Oh my God, how's your father treating you since he left DC?
It's been a hard time. It's been, Marcus says hard times. It's been hard times,
Hard times.
Hard times, but I'm trying to make him proud. Bad comic takes. Horrible understanding my history. I'll make him proud.
Hating on all generations of Titans. Live it up for me.
Listen, the only good Titan I know is a dead Titan. All right, that's all I'm saying.
Oh,
wow, spoken like Dan Didio himself. All right.
Hard times. My best-selling shirt on TeePublic.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right. Let's get on to the next retro review. And to piggyback on something Cliff said about Marvel and their 1 in 25s, I put that in here specifically for that reason, that I'm not showing you the facsimile cover. I'm showing you the new art on a facsimile.
So this is one that it's the opposite of Swamp Thing. It's the one that I remember that it was a better story. I'm not saying it's a bad story. I just remember it being better than what it actually was when I reread it.
Well, do you know why it's so good when you read it the first time?
Why?
Because it's the first time we get to see Wolverine be Wolverine. And you need to remember that when you read it. This was the first time Wolverine was alone. The cover says alone against the Hellfire Club. And this motherfucker clawed his way through them Hellfire dudes to get to his friends. And that's what sells that moment. And I'm passionate about it because the first X-Men story I ever read is the Dark Phoenix saga. Every moment is killer for me. And it's killer for me because I remember it was my first time for all of it.
That's why it popped your cherry. I get it.
Exactly.
I think by this point I was just reading to read. Dark Phoenix Saga wasn't one of my favorite events, and this book was okay-ish. I like the art. I'll still give it a crooked thumbs up because it's X-Men.
Well, I gave Cliff's thumbs up.
Yeah, Cliff gave it a double thumbs up.
Well, you only get one, so I put one.
I ain't
Yours
giving
are
it a double. I'm just saying,
You said it popped your cherry, dude. You give it a double.
Cherry. I mean, pop my cherry. That's a thumbs up and an eggplant. But I don't think you guys are prepared for that.
Well, I'm just giving it a thumbs up because I still really appreciate. Because I thought I was referring to the last issue facsimile reprint is like the 132. I thought was the one where we get the Wolverine, but it was just he just started in the sewer and then we open it up here with that one.
Yeah,
but it is Wolverine being Wolverine, and
truly for the first time, like that's what's so great about it.
It's just usually when they do these like the facsimile 1 in 25 with new art, a lot of times they make I want to say better cover, but sometimes they make a better cover. Yeah. This unfortunately is not better than the original. The original still outstrips this.
Yeah, I think the original cover's dope. By the
way, the black suit Spidey 1 in 25 was garbage. Like, be ashamed. Be ashamed. In the meantime, the 1 in 25 for the Doom reveal was glorious. I think that was Greg Pak.
Yeah, there's some hit and misses.
Greg Pak busted an extra big nut that day because it was glorious.
Jesus.
All right, Dub or Corbin want to go on this one?
Corbin, what do you got on this one? Did you read this one?
I mean, yeah, I did. And here's the thing: Chris Claremont, John Byrne. It's no Chuck Austin. I'll tell you that.
Don't give me Chuck Austin. Just do not.
But you know what? No, it's a classic book. I enjoyed it. Like, it was kind of cool going back into 82. I forgot the year, but going back
1980.
to older X-Men tales and remembering, and kind of seeing how comics have changed a little bit in terms of the level of prose. Like very detailed. But it was good. Obviously, a thumbs up for sure. Shout out to Chuck Austin.
No Chuck Austin.
So, like Corbin alluded to a little bit, there was a lot of words in this, but there's been a lot of words in this for 40 years.
Yeah.
And it's this is very typical of the Claremont and Byrne era where you had to read a lot of words. They probably could have cut out half the words and still told the same story, but I still have to give this a thumbs up because of what it is. I mean, it's like, I didn't think about this was the first time Wolverine did go solo. I've never connected, it makes so much sense now because you have 40 years of history of Wolverine doing this same kind of stuff, but this is where he first did it. And so it makes so much sense. And if you've never read this, you need to read it. And if you read it before, go back and read it again.
Go read it again.
Yeah.
So nice.
You can read it now for $4 now, or you get a facsimile
for 2. Yeah. Or just, I mean, if you want to go cheap, Marvel Limited right now, it's half off for 2 months. It's like $8.
Or if you want to go cheap and physical, go buy yourself some X-Men classics that feature the Dark Phoenix.
Oh yeah, that's actually a good point.
Very true.
Classics are the way to go. You can sneak a couple of cool covers in there. I mean, you get some some hues during that run.
Beautiful. We actually, there's a lot of beautiful covers for the Dark Phoenix saga. A couple Mignolas that are questionable for me, but some Steve Riddle, some good stuff there.
Yeah. But ultimately, there we have it.
Items, that's right, baby.
Those were our reviews for this week. So until next week, we will be back with more. We'll figure it out. I'll figure out the flow of this better the next time we just,
I'm very proud of you. It was a little dicey, but it was mostly about comics in the end, and I really appreciate that.
There you go.
Covered Batgirl.
What Batgirl?
Or first Harley Quinn. Do we know? That was it? Nothing?
Yeah, I just did those two. I thought about adding more and doing Harley Quinn or doing Tech 31, but I figured.
Oh, shoot, I got to reload. All right, cool. Well, let's get back into it. We're already into comics, so let's get into a little bit more. Let's get into the... Can you do me the promo piece?
Oh, yeah. Let me give you your thing. Let me give you your intro.
By the way, you kind of proved his point. JR does shit artwork. All right.
Indeed.
We're going to start off this week with the not under the radar because these books actually aren't under the radar, but we used them in the thumbnail, so we got to cover them anyways. All right. First off, we got Batgirl. First, Harley Q. in comics. Obviously, people say that all the time. Still, I don't know why they say that. But we get Batman Adventures number 12.
You mean
Raw
why they say
averages.
Wait,
If
why
you
do they
put
say
in here, huh?
Explain what you mean.
Well, because they always whenever you're like, oh, this is the first Harley Quinn, and they're like, no, first Harley Quinn in comics. Because they're the cartoon. Like I get it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? See, now you get it. Now Dumb Souls comics.
And then Marco, your favorite thing comes after this. Do you know what that is? Then it's first Harley Quinn in continuity. Don't you love that? Isn't that your favorite?
Yeah. Well, they would try to do first on the cover, but she's already.
I thought
on
you were going
this
to try
one.
to do some of that recording, with the little tape cassette, little picture book. I thought that's where you were going to go.
Oh, no. Oh, that old bullshit too. No. But here we go. This is very interesting because Raw averages 350 in, and I swear to God, it's the cut and paste of eBay, right? They're averaging 350. That's not saying they all sell for 350. Some sell for like 375. Some sell for 300. Some sell for 4. But all the ones that sell at that price say high quality after it, which means they're just copy and pasting the other shit
high
off.
Quality or high quality?
High quality.
Oh, sorry, spelled it wrong. High quality, but it says high quality.
Nice
$200 for everything else. Yeah, we got a letter there. There we go. 9/8 selling for $1,600. 9/6s, the high quality ones, selling for $750. Okay. Next up, we've got X-Men 133. There's the cover that he actually likes, where Wolverine's beating off a bunch of dudes. Yep.
Yeah.
Raw averages $85 for between, if they listed very fine and fine plus. 9/8 going for $750. It's interesting because as you see the facsimiles or the reprints, as Cliff put it correctly, come back up, you also see an uptick in these books. And we have seen those recently with some of them. And here's the best, and that's what the cover actually looks like for Swamp Thing number 37. Way better than the Mondo cover. Raw is going. Now, this is an interesting thing. Hold on now. Now, here's something interesting about this. Raws are now going for an average of $200 and 9/6s for $475. 9/8s are down to about 1,000, but they haven't sold one in a very long time because this is finally starting to go back on the downtick. This is a time where you might consider buying, especially because the Raws that I did at $200 an average are similar in grade to a 9/6. When I look through them, they look like a 9/6. And when you see these gaps between raw averages and 9/6s, you know that the book's going to come down a little bit in price, and it might be the time to go in there.
I still need one of these, but I still feel
Now's
like
the time.
I missed my window.
No, I'm telling you, this is the gap number you want. You know, like when the chicks say they want the gap, this is what they're talking about right here. This is the gap you want when you want to buy this book, especially raw.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, perfect gap. All right.
I found a 406. I found a 9/6 for 406, baby.
There you go. He's got the low end of it.
I'm not going to do it, but I found one.
Just buy the 200 and make it 9/6. All right, and then finally,
I don't need to have anymore.
Because he was in one of the books reviewed already, and I felt like we needed more Marvel because we have too much DC garbage in the show. Anyways, I decided to go look at Strange Tales. So
Whoa.
You woke him up.
Yeah. I zoned out for a second. No, there's no DC garbage here. Stand up.
Marco's got to be all freaking hot and spicy. Like, all comics are wrong.
Thank you. DC, no, like, come on now. Anyway, continue.
All right, so there's a segment here. Some of us actually do work on this show and put together stuff so the people can hear about it. However, your commentary is not appreciated. All right, Strange Tales number 80, First Big King Fu. 2.5. Here's the interesting story, something that we're going to get back to. As you know how I run these, there's a reason why I'm telling you this. 2.5, selling for $528. Now, some people might say, well, that sucks, Marco, because, you know, back in the day of the pandemic, this shit was $1,000 book. You are correct, sir. You are. But here's where the market's not doing so bad. In 2019, 2.5s were averaging $360. Think about that. The price of these books are finally settling. We're seeing them in a nice area where we're seeing multiples in the same price, still selling at a greater rate in the amount of years we should be selling. Great book to have, still affordable. And 2.5s are, there's some decent 2.5s out there to look at. Okay, there you go. Now, we do Green Lanterns. Oh my God, Absolute Geek is wrong. Green Lantern Corps. Here we go. First appearances. I told you every time it comes up, we're going to tell
Wonder Woman. Wow. Anyway.
This book might look familiar because I dug about 5 of these off and showed them to you at the last con I was at. Green Lantern Corps number 1. We get we get our boy Kilowog. He's coming out there. He's right on the cover too. Dom, how do you know this is Dom? How do you know this is the first appearance?
Up there.
Oh, shit. It's on the cover. It doesn't say first appearance, but it is. Green Lanterns Corps Volume 1,
He's
number 2.
on the cover.
Oh. Hey, speaking of that, I just want to let everybody know the originator of Kilowog was a great man, not a gimp, by the name of Steve Englehart.
I'm never going to live that down.
Just to make sure that we can somebody pull up that cliff if we could? I probably should have already had that set up. Cliff looks lost as hell.
I'm not.
But
Well,
give me one.
for the. First of all, don't you ever disrespect Steve Englehart, but apparently.
Either you've got me confused with somebody else, or this is a joke.
All right.
Wow, Pete, you really do that to a fucking living?
We didn't do it. No, sir. Not us. Not us, sir. Not us.
That was not the plan. I will admit, I don't know until now. I didn't know Steve Englehart's face by heart. I couldn't pick him out of a crowd and say, "Hey, man, that's Steve Englehart." I know his name. The Steve we were supposed to have on the show was supposed to be the gimp from Pulp Fiction, but the booker gave us Steve Englehart instead.
We don't use bookers anymore.
Wait, y'all had Englehart on the show.
Wait.
Not us. S&S. Not us. S&S had
Not
us.
us.
Actual,
He was on that show.
actual Englehart.
Pete was on that show. Pete was on that show.
For about 2 minutes.
Like the
That was
Oh,
him responding to us before he dipped out and left.
Shout out Kyle. But
Are you serious?
S&S used to use a booker. S&S used to use a booker.
That
They
is
had
an atrocity.
No, it gets worse. No,
agree.
no, it gets worse.
How can it get worse
S&S
than
used to
this?
use a booker. Shout out Kyle. Shout out Absolute Geek Matt. The booker had told him it was Steve something, but it wasn't
Can't
Steve
remember his name,
Englehart.
but
Can't remember the guy's name. He's the guy who
actor
played.
was the gimp from Pulp Fiction and also worked on like a couple other things, whatever.
So they
They were
started
fucking
out
that
with
guy.
Pete there in stream asking this dude about what it's like to be the gimp.
No, that's the question.
Because again, it's just Steve. I don't know what Steve. It's the same. The other guy's name was Steve too.
Shout out. I mean, he did say, he wrote in his own thing. It just said Steve. It did say his last name. Yeah, fair enough. We'll go back to that clip real quickly if you like.
Either you've got me confused with somebody else, or this is a joke.
You had him confused with somebody else. That's what the problem was.
Who fumbled Steve Engel? Wow.
Pete and there was S&S crew.
Oh.
Again, you're telling me you could pick up.
I legit just tried to tear.
Hey, that's Steve Englehart sitting at the table over there. No, it's just an old guy. Like
No.
out of a crowd.
The guy who helped create Shang-Chi? Like
I know his name. I don't know his face.
Also helped create this character. Thank you very much. Moving on.
That would Pete. Were you working for CBSI at the time?
Here. This is on our
This is
channel.
on my channel. I was on
It was
that
like
show
a year and a half ago.
No, it was
Not
like
that
2 years
long
ago.
ago.
Hold on. It was like 2 years ago.
You disrespected a legend, yourself, your channel.
Oh,
apologize.
this is
Time.
This is who they
That's what we were expecting.
Did you
this is
not
who
give
they
his
said he
name?
was.
Did he not
Hold
put
on,
his
this is
name?
who they said he was. Oh yeah. As soon as they did that, he started getting. I will say this. After that, Steve. Hold on. After that, Steve Englehart started posting updated pictures of himself on the internet. So like that is what.
Like, did you see my face visibly turn red?
Yeah, I see it.
Your
It's a
face
tomato
turned red.
right
What do you think happened to me while we're on stream?
I can't turn red. I physically cannot turn red, and I almost tired. Like, oh wow.
Greatest moment. Shout out Kyle. Shout out Matt.
No, I'm with Bruce there. I really don't get the excuse, but I guess I mean, Pete, I only.
What do you mean you don't understand? Wait, hold on, Corbin. You mean you don't get the excuse?
So he didn't like give his name or like
No,
oh,
all he look. I'll pull it back up. When I pull him back up, look at he wrote in what he
wrote
wanted
his
to be
name,
addressed
Steve.
as.
Okay, well to be fair,
Okay, watch. We're gonna do it
I
again.
give Pete the credit. It's still
Here we go.
Either you've got me confused with somebody else, or this is a joke.
So he labeled himself as Steve.
He
Like
labeled
everybody's supposed to
himself
know
Steve.
what Steve
He
you
was
are,
I
bro.
guess he
It's
thought you would
Steve.
know who he was. This
And
comic book
no,
podcast.
because-
We were
Listen.
expecting a Steve.
I
We were
know.
expecting
So
a
the
different
Booker had
Steve.
two Steves. He had Steve Englehart and he had Steve Hubbard. He said Steve Hubbard's getting on the show. The guys prepped the entire show around Steve Hubbard, the Gimp in Pulp Fiction.
Who also
Steve
wore
Englehart
a
showed.
mask in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah. Okay. I get you.
I'm
All
expecting
right.
a white guy who wore a gift
I
mask.
was about to puke.
We're like, ah,
Like in
that
my
ain't
mind,
Steve.
the stack of books behind him, like
Make
Jim
sure you
well
check
read.
the Saturday night special here on Rennavision. You never know what's going to happen. All right, anyways.
That's true.
Thank you for
It
that
was an
aside.
embarrassing moment. I mean, Matt disappeared on us.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
Matt
not
quit.
surprised.
Matt quit.
I'm
Matt
not
just,
surprised.
Matt just
was their saving grace this time. Of all people, Hartman was the only one keeping it up.
Yeah. And then somebody said, "Oh, hey, you're from Indiana." I've
Oh well, yeah, that's what he still kept the conversation going because I had nothing. I was sitting there like, "Oh shit, what did we just do?"
You committed a crime against comic book community.
Okay,
You
that's not the
made-
point.
And I
Cliff, you're ruining my
apologize.
segment here. All right, Green Lantern Corps. He created it. Big joke. All right, this book is selling on average raw
Maybe
$19.
we'll get him back one day. Maybe we can get him
No,
back.
we'll never.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Hey, we got a better shot of getting Jim Lee back in Michigan after what Margin did to him than we do get that guy coming back out to our show.
Look at
9-8 going for
Look
195.
at this chat. Cliff's look of disgust is worth its weight in gold. Kingdom of Nerds, Cliff, I'm sorry for this tragedy. Like, that is so bad.
It was.
Absolutely amazing. All right, 9-8's going for 195. Look, this is a book that's doing actually pretty decent. Now it had a little bit of a pump when uptick when when there was announcement that there was going to bring a Green Lantern Corps out, but these Green Lantern Corps have been Green Lantern books have been picking up.
corpse instead of core.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, whatever, dude. Because I'm still I'm trying to get off of Steve Eagle.
Yeah,
Right,
I
but you,
get you.
even before Steve, you made this mistake. It's Green
Okay,
Steve
hey,
was
you know
before
this is
time.
my show, Cliff. Get your own show if you want to make fun of my. How I
it's
feel.
Lantern. I have my own goddamn show. You want me to make fun? I'll be making fun of you Friday night if we keep.
No, don't worry.
The segment is Cliff
That's
on
your
grammar
shit.
right now. It's Cliff on grammar. Okay.
Yeah, Cliff on grammar. Got you. Thank you, Corbin.
Yeah,
All right, here we go.
Oh,
Go to my OnlyFans, Cliff on Cox. It's
where he's dressing up, where he's gonna do a screenplay for the rated X version of Green Lantern Corps. All right,
I will play all the core members.
I bet you will.
can-
All
Oh,
right,
here, we're gonna get some Red Lantern Corps members.
yeah,
This
we
is-
got Zox, and then we got a whole group of Red Lantern Corps members. This is Final Crisis. This is Rage of Red Lanterns #1. Now listen, multiple covers. We'll talk about it a little bit. This is the A cover. Raw averaging $12. 9/8's going, believe it or not, for $125. Wild. I don't understand why. That's fine. Raw is for the variant cover, which is the closest one to your left, $24. Raw for the second print, which is just like the first print, just a little different, going for $2. And then the third print gets, with that being said, $15. But to be clear, it was like a $5 book, a $10 book, and a $20 book. You know what I mean? So like whatever. Well, $25, the 220s or whatever. So, but yeah, so there's the third print there too. None of these
Nice
are graded really.
Smart stock cover too.
Yeah, fair.
I'm
So
just
there you
saying,
go.
It holds up in a box.
But just so you know, I mean, look for the extra covers too on the. Oh, not second print because that's a dog shit. So first print, second print, right? Don't get it wrong. Don't get it wrong.
Okay, so the big deal here it is the first Atrocitus.
No,
It's not
everyone else.
No, it's everyone else but
the
him.
rest of the red color.
Yeah, sorry. Here we go. So it's Zox was in the book this week, but it's all the rest of these reds. See all the reds, red and blacks, red and blacks, red and blacks, red and blacks.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, and a bunch of these dudes were in this week's issue, like in the background on the ship.
Yo,
And credit to the artist for
printing-
differentiating their face that
Huh?
I could recognize them.
What'd you say, Cliff?
Third printing going for $20 for a very fine Jesus.
Yeah. Well, 15 kind of ish, but yeah.
Well, that's not what people are asking at the moment. So here we
Well,
are.
okay. Well, I don't give a shit what people ask for. I give a shit what they sell for.
I'm
But that's how
sorry.
we do
I'm
it.
sorry. Very fine plus to be specific.
That
No,
plus
it's
is
VP
very-
plus.
That
Thank you.
plus makes
It's the
a
plus that makes
difference,
a difference.
all the difference in the world.
Now we've been asked to do a look back at the top 10. We haven't got to those yet. We'll get back to some more later. But I decided to throw a couple in there. Just 3.
Did you now? Oh, thank you, sir.
All right, here we go. Starting off with number 1. And the only reason was I don't even know why. I don't know why I was doing Grommets, but Grommets number 1, the 1 in 10.
Because it was
I think I saw a copy of like one of the other 1 in 10s and was like, oh wow, I should go back and look at what number 1 was. Okay, Raw's $56, 9/8, 139 average currently. That's like 3 books there that sold at this price to get the average for that. But the high average was about 269. Now I know there's that one outlier sale. I get that, but like realistically, when this book
this
came
was
out,
also $100 book for a while too. Raw.
Oh yeah, in the raw.
For a while. Now it's come down.
Yeah. But so for those people that missed out on that, waiting for it to come back down, wanted it in 9/8. Now for about what it was costing for raw price, you can get it in 9/8. So there you go. Good news. That's for all you people that want this. It's a cool book, cool story. All right. Next up, I hear that they're going to try to bring out a mobile game to compete with Rivals, and maybe certain characters for a certain tie-in might be included. Completely rumor. Yes, I get that. But it also reminds me to look back at these metal tie-ins. This book at one point, by the way, Red Death. Let's explain who Red Death is. Cliff, would you like to explain who Red Death is?
Red Death is
great. It's Bruce Wayne as Batman.
Very young from a parallel fucking universe. Jesus Christ. Batman equipped fucking Batmobile.
We don't need to rush. We got time.
Abilities to beat the shit out of Flash and fuse with him, but Barry's personality was still in there, so he was a little bit of a traitor later on the goddamn story.
Hey, spoiler alert! Way to spoil it, Cliff.
He's 100 years old.
What's he spoiling?
Raw averaging now. This book actually was
because Williamson proved he's a better freaking writer than Snyder right here. Go ahead.
That's actually a fact. That is a fact. Congratulations, Cliff. Got one right. All right. This book, however, used to be a lot more expensive. I believe at one point raw averages were going up to $65. $11 now, though. $11. Okay. And by the way, it did start off that way. What Cliff's referring to is this book when it came out, people were almost getting to a point of exhaustion with the metal tie-ins. This didn't seem to be that good, but then after people read it and liked everything that was going on and had this new character in it, shit started flying up. You couldn't get it for cover anymore. Number 2, 9/8, $75 average. And there was at one time where this thing was going for $300 in a 9/8. But once again, it was down the street. So good job, Cliff. Congratulations on that. Got one right. All right. And finally, just because MODOK showed up in a comic this week, it was a terrible comic, but it's okay. It's still a comic. I decided what the hell happened to this book after Big Head showed up on the screen. For those people that forget, they decided to put this into a movie and it was horrible. Not the MODOK I think anybody asked for, and not the MODOK that I think anybody wanted. Cliff?
The MODOK we deserved.
It was not the MODOK
we did not deserve that. We did not deserve that. I would have taken Patton Oswalt's cartoon version.
You know, overall I enjoy Quantumania, but there are several crimes. This is one of the crimes it commits. There's nothing I can say here.
Dom, can I ask you a question? How do we know that this is MODOK's first appearance?
Oh, I got this one.
He's on the cover.
Cliff.
And his name's on the cover.
Cliff, it's a gimmick. It's a fucking gimmick. This whole show's gimmicks. Dub, how do we know that this is MODOK's first appearance?
Well, all I got is Cliff. How do we know that this is MODOK's first appearance? Do you know?
Jesus Christ. He's a mark.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. The first gimmick is I clearly don't watch this show enough because I fell for this shit immediately. So there you go.
Yeah. Okay, but what is it now? You're part of it now. You're in on it. You're no longer a mark. You're now part of it.
Corbin, how do you know this is more than
no.
You know what?
Bitch, just play along. Oh my God, it's one of my 2 favorite clips of me. That's great.
That was a good setup.
So we know this is MODOK's first appearance because clearly it says if this be MODOK. It doesn't say MODOK appears. It doesn't say first appearance. It says if this be MODOK. And back in the Silver Age, that's good enough to say this is the first appearance. I don't know where he may be on that cover. Is that
underneath Captain Markin's ass?
Oh, yeah, underneath America's ass. Yes,
he is.
So there he is in the corner. So MODOK is on the cover, and it says his name on the cover. So that's how we all know it's his first appearance.
Oh, you're right. And when you're right, you're right. And you're always right.
Hey, Cliff. Cliff, by the way. Great. The minute we got it on your show, we clipped that. We have been using that clip now too. Just to let you know. Amazing. Good job. All right. Good job, everybody. So Tales of Suspense number 94. And do we do the pricing on that? A5s are $3.95 average for white pages, not off white pages to off white pages, but for white pages, which is the higher grade, the higher quality out of the two. So you get a little bit more money. So if you see numbers for less than this, make sure they're white pages, not white pages to off white. Okay. Or off white to white.
I remember when Comic Tom gave a bunch of these away in his giveaway boxes, and I was so mad I didn't get one.
Well, I bet you all of his relatives did. By the way, this book in an 8.5 at one point around the time the movie was coming out was about 1,000. I'm just kidding, Tom. Was around $1,023. I'm just kidding.
Don't call upon Puerto Rican vengeance, okay? It's too soon.
Oh, I'm not worried. I just, I joke around with him a lot and whatever.
What was the name of those frogs again?
Huh?
Coquille.
What were those?
Coquilles.
Yeah. Coquille. Oh, you did know it. Good job.
Really? Because it sounds a lot like this.
Coke and hookers. Cookies. Yeah, Coke and hookers. All right. So there we go. Hey, but that's really interesting because the same type of book was selling around $1,000. This has come way, way, way back down in 85, man. Crazy drop off for that. There we go. That would be the end. That's it. That's all we got for him. So there we go. We started off comics. Now, since Corbin's here, he's been asking for it. Pete,
news.
Let's get into the news.
Yeah, let's go.
Get into the news.
Yeah.
We got to go back to this because it doesn't align otherwise. I didn't build it to align that way.
I like that down screen shit though.
I did, but it won't match. Like Dub's backgrounds won't line up like they do here.
I don't like being on the bottom, but it is what it is.
See, like you see, like it's all.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. That looks funny.
I built it specifically for this view.
All right, let's talk about some news this week. There was I feel like this week again was a lot of news that was just like things, but it wasn't anything major. But a lot of little things happened this week.
If it was, you could hit me on the pager.
There's two that are major and connected to each other. I hope they're on your list. Let's go.
I hope so. So let's see what's on the list. Here we go.
Is that Global Comics adding IDW? No? Okay.
No. So right now, this just happened today, I believe. We have Sadie Sink is now going to be part of Spider-Man 4. So this is the movie that takes place in between the two Avengers movies. And the fan casting has gone all the way from Mary Jane to Gwen Stacy to Jean Grey and to Firestar. So we have no idea who she's playing.
Please give me Firestar.
I hope it's Firestar.
All that other shit is nonsense that I'm not interested in playing with. Just give me Firestar and go find me a hot gay boy to be Iceman and let's make that shit happen.
Do we need the cat? What about the cat?
No, it's a dog, by the way.
Was it a dog?
It was a dog. Jeez. God, y'all never watched his Amazing Friends.
It's been a while.
I've watched it, but it's been a long time since I watched it. But I love that show.
She's gonna be the Prowler. There you go. Got it.
Miss Lion. There you go. That was the dog. You're right. It was the dog's name.
Ain't no nerds on it.
Well, he's got the advantage of using Wikipedia.
Don't we all?
I've only seen her in Stranger Things. I don't know if she's done anything else. She probably has, but I've only seen her in Stranger Things.
That's what I was going to ask you. Where's she from? Stranger Things?
Yeah, Stranger Things is where...
Mad Max.
Yeah, she's Max. Exactly.
What if she played Jeff the Shark?
I mean, she could, I guess.
That's my
I hope not. That's kind of a way.
Yeah, obviously. No, Barlord got it.
Obviously. You're right. That makes
I don't know. I don't know if she's.
You know what though? But like honestly, like she could probably pull off Mephisto, because Mephisto can look like anyone.
Well, Mary Jane wouldn't
thank
make
you
sense.
for that, Cliff.
You already got it
Appreciate
in, Jay.
She does have she did do the possessed person in Stranger Things, so she has experience doing that kind of stuff.
You're gonna get running up that hill back at the top of the charts again.
That it could happen.
No. They'll call James Gunn for a song recommendation to bring to the top of the charts again.
Okay.
All right, so we'll see what happens with this. If there's further news, I will update you as news develops. All right.
Thank you,
Meyer, I don't think
we're gonna hold with bated breath.
Meyer, I don't think they actually officially announced anything yet for X-Men. There's a lot of rumors and speculation, but no official.
Yeah. The only thing that's official is she's been cast. That was, I believe that was confirmed where I read it. I don't know. I guess it could be fake as well. Black Cat for the win. Yes, that would be awesome. But this place in between the two movies,
really.
so it's going to be in a weird Spider-Man timeline. It's not. I don't know. It could be not on Earth. It could be on like a Battle World type situation. It could be so many different things. So we don't know. All right. So the number one movie in America this week. But this is
Novocaine. Just kidding.
Oh, that's a good.
That's
good
next
guess,
weekend.
but
I know, big yeah.
it was Mickey 17. It did.
Nope. Never heard of.
Number one.
Never heard of this movie. And it dethroned Captain America. Jesus, like I didn't even know this movie was happening. Like,
same. I think I saw a trailer once or twice. Like this week.
Oh shit! I thought that almost said Ashton Kutcher's novel.
No, it's Ashton Edwards' novel.
I see that. Thank you.
Mickey 7.
Yeah. The guy who won for directing Parasite directed this. I can't remember his name.
His name is Bong Joon-ho.
There you go.
Get the fuck out of here!
Holy fuck.
oh, that's his
That's
name.
his name. What? I didn't make that up.
We all know what it sounds like.
Yeah, it's
he won.
Korean.
He's South Korean. He won a 2019 Oscar for that Parasite movie previously mentioned.
Well,
I didn't see that movie either. So, but this is this movie, however, did underperform. I mean, I believe it cost 118 million to produce, and that's not counting promotion or marketing. So
Wait,
it's got a little
Marco,
ways to go.
Isn't she from Star Wars?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, she's from Rise of Skywalker.
Not all these movies can be Paddington in Peru. I mean,
That's true. Paddington's been holding on to this top 5 for a little while
Paddington
now.
Peru is like making big money a little bit every week. Every week.
It
That's all you
stays on
gotta
that
do.
top 5 somehow. Yeah, it's on there. All right, let's talk about some other movies that are happening. We got a bunch of weird movie
Face
news.
weirds me out.
So, according to one of the
forgot to give you
Russo
your movie
brothers
back.
who did an interview recently, he says that the Secret Wars and Doomsday will be loosely based on the comics.
Yeah.
So we like to do, he says we like to create our own version of the story, loose inspiration, and so they'll take from the original Secret Wars run and from the later one as the Hickman run as well. So don't expect to get direct, you'll get little scenes from this, this issue something might happen, this thing might happen, you might get little Easter eggs, but don't expect to follow the story and set your expectations there. So if you're expecting a panel by panel movie, then you will be sorely disappointed.
It's not. I think, though, after 20 years of us now getting consistent comic book movies, I think we've finally, hopefully, gotten used to the idea that it's not going to be a one-for-one exact copy. We're not doing Zack Snyder doing 300, or, you know what I mean? Like, there could be some artistic license in what they decide to pull.
There always, yeah. I mean, Civil War showed me that one, so I'm not surprised.
Everything,
I get that.
like, everything.
Well, I didn't expect Iron Man 1, 2, like they pulled off pieces, but like the ones that were specifically named after comic book titles, that's what I mean. Even those didn't. So that makes,
Even like Age of Ultron didn't wake you up to that. It's like, wait a second.
No, Civil War. I mean, Civil War.
Because Civil War for me, I honestly forgot Age of Ultron was like actively a thing. I remember, like, come on, Civil War was like the seminal event. Like,
I mean, you like saved Marvel Comics.
You hit me with Sun's getting real low and you lost me. So yeah.
What are you talking about? Save Marvel?
Wow,
Yeah, the comics saved Marvel.
got you.
Yeah, the comics.
Get you.
I'm talking about the movies.
Yeah, no, but what I was agreeing with dumb Dan Dipido down there. That Civil War, like the comics in 06 saved Marvel Comics. Like it was that great of an event, and then they kind of loosely based it off
They
the movie.
fought
That's
in a
what you were
fucking
saying.
airplane parking lot. Like, I mean, when I say loose, like obviously, yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah. I mean, loose is like they used the name.
Whoops.
They used the name.
let's use 10 characters.
Yeah.
And mind you, great movie, sure. Like, I
Good
like,
movie. Yeah,
you know,
I get you. No, we're on the
yeah.
same page on this one, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, we are.
Okay, cool. Thanks for them to confirm what we've seen, though.
Yep.
That's a bunch of word salad. Get the fuck out of here.
Also, I don't ever recall there being a Avengers Doomsday storyline. And if there was one, I don't remember it being good.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, I don't know what Doomsday is based
Wait, John Wick's going to Vegas?
John Wick is going to Vegas, and if you're going to go to Vegas, you can experience.
I'm
what
going
it's like
now.
to be John
Somebody
Wick.
just invited me to Vegas. They're like,
Is it going to be a Broadway? I mean, a show? Or are we going to get
Nope,
a Vegas
not a show? It's a escape room style adventure. So
do I get to punch people in the head and shoot them?
I didn't see that in the article.
I get
but
to
it's
use a samurai sword and cut off their fingers.
I think you have to bring your own samurai sword.
Yeah, I'm just going to say this right now. Real or fake, I ain't messing with the Russian mob.
Yeah, I was gonna say you get whatever you deserve for going to shit like this.
Oh, I like to find out. So yes, I will be enjoying myself.
Is it like a Cirque du Soleil thing event? We're gonna get people just
Marco comes back on two crutches, like hobbling.
Oh, best time of my life.
His wife has got his sippy cup of water for him. He's like, you gotta stay hydrated, honey. You know. Like we haven't seen him for 4 months because he was in physical therapy, building up his upper body so he can move around, you know. And then he'll be like, "It was worth it."
Next time I'll get past that level. I'll get past that stage.
Yeah, absolutely. Come on, I'd finish the whole thing.
Live interactions, themed rooms, and gameplay inspired by the John Wick universe. I saw some like simulated screenshots, and you saw the.
You know this is getting shut down quick because somebody's going to take it too far.
Well, if you show up there with your samurai sword, then yes, it's going to probably get shut down.
Well, first off, it's in Vegas. Number two, yeah, it's going to have a problem. So
I got some buddies headed to Vegas in about a month, and I'm definitely going to push them towards checking this out.
Nice.
Letting me know how
They going to WrestleMania?
They are going to WrestleMania. So I don't know if they're actually going to WrestleMania, but they're going to be in Vegas for WrestleMania. So
there you go.
I don't think I want to drop
at least go to like the Raw or the
right. Exactly. Yeah, that was the plan. I think was to hit up the Raw after. All right, let's go. We got a bunch of news to get through. So Margot Robbie and Colin Farrell are starring in a new film. And when I first saw this, I was like, "Yay, Harley Quinn and Penguin." That's kind of interesting, but
no,
it's not that.
Why does he look so sadly depressed?
Because it's not Harley Quinn and Penguin.
Oh, okay.
Also,
that's
a
movie.
That was a great movie. I can't remember the
name. It was a
of
great movie, but it's depressing as hell.
It's depressing as fuck, yes.
This is directed by Kogonada. The film, thank you. It follows a tale of two strangers, an unbelievable journey that connects them. It's called A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey, and it will release on September 19th of this year.
Holy fuck, that sounds like a kick to the nuts. It would be more fun than watching this.
I like Colin Farrell though, so I'll wait to see a trailer at least.
We'll see a trailer and see what happens.
Yeah, okay.
In other movie news, we are getting a release of Princess Mononoke in IMAX.
Oh, nice!
First time ever at 4K restoration. Starts on March 26th. There'll be Japanese and English dub showtimes. Tickets are on sale now. This is my favorite
English dub.
Movie. Yeah, they've already had an English dub of this movie. Like you can see it, like Claire Danes and Billy Bob Thornton and Claire.
Yeah, but they're gonna have it on the big screen. I think that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, so you can see that version, or you can see the original Japanese with subtitles.
Is it subtitles, right? Yeah.
That's how I've seen it in the theater. I've never seen the English version, but I would.
I didn't even know there was an English version, but that's kind of dope.
Yeah,
Billy Bob Thornton's in this. Is
English dub? He was Billy Bob, Claire Danes, and Gillian Anderson were the three that were.
Who's Claire Danes?
Advertised. My So-Called Life.
Sure. Like MTV. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, MTV. Yeah. She was. Yeah, this movie came out 20 years ago. So I mean, they were big names back then. So, but anyway, March 26th, tickets on sale now. I will definitely be at the theater to see this.
French fry potatoes.
Well, that's coming up soon.
Yeah, a couple weeks.
All right.
So we had South by Southwest last week. We got some trailers. We got a bunch of stuff. And this was an interesting one. This is a horror movie. It's called We Bury the Dead. It's not your typical horror zombie movie is what one of the reviews said about it. But this is Daisy Ridley. I don't know if you guys know who she is, but that's she was in some other movies.
Isn't she from that Star Wars movie?
I think she was in Star Wars. Yeah, I think so.
Murder on the Orient Express. That's what you're thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that what she was?
She was in Murder of Orient Express.
She was actually the Kenneth Branagh remake.
So she's going to be hunting, or she's going to find her husband after a military experiment goes wrong, and then she's looking for her husband to be found alive. But this is a low budget Australian movie.
I love this.
And it
this
got
is
some really good reviews from it.
This is right up my
I don't
alley.
like horror movies, but this zombie movies are borderline for me, and I'm interested in seeing this movie.
Type of horror type movie I like, dude. I'm down with this. I'm down. Okay. As long as it doesn't turn to like Saw, right? I don't want Saw. I want like
I don't want Saw. I definitely don't want that. I don't want much gore in it. So
no, this sounds awesome, dude.
So this we don't know the date yet, but they like I said, they just showed it last weekend at South by Southwest. So we should be hearing more about this soon.
Fair,
interesting enough.
This guy here, his name is Yahya Abdul Mateen II or Junior, however you want to say it. He's been cast in an adaptation of a series for Ghostman.
Also, Dr. Manhattan.
Yep.
No,
previously, Dr. Manhattan, and
soon to be Wonder Man.
Exactly. So he makes things disappear, but he loses 40 or a bunch of millions in cash are missing, and he has 2 days to clean up the mess. So it seems interesting, but I don't know. I guess this is a popular book, but Yaya's working, so that's kind of good.
Series. All right, fair enough.
Yaya, like it. Go. It's
Lionsgate,
based off a book, huh?
Nice. It is based off a book. Yeah, I did not read the book, so I'm not really sure. So Lionsgate has given us a poster for a movie called "Hurry Up Tomorrow." The film.
That's how I feel most days. I'll hurry up tomorrow. Today, I'm just going to
relax today. So Abel Tesfaye and Jenna Ortega will be in this movie, and you may also know Abel Tesfaye as The Weeknd without a second E.
The Weeknd, like the guy that sings songs?
That's correct.
Oh, okay.
He is in this movie along with Jenna Ortega. He does have a comic book, yeah, Starboy.
Who's Jenna Ortega?
She was Wednesday.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And the Scream movies. Yeah. I think there's going to be like a long music video.
This movie, like what I've read about this so far, it's weird. Really weird movie. And
long music video, yeah.
Yeah, it could be just a long music video, exactly. But this comes out May 16th, so it's coming out in the middle of a bunch of other big movies are coming around right around that time. So.
Why do you suspect a long music video?
Because the Weeknd's performances in movies, for the most part, have been that. And looking at
he had that show, didn't he?
So
I the movies. I didn't watch them on TV, but just judging off of that and the trailer, which looked disjointed and honestly fits the vibe. Like it didn't dissuade my opinion that it could be. It didn't dissuade that it could be that. You know what I mean? It could also be like a really well.
What about Mary?
Oh, forgot about that.
I know who they are, JJ, but I'm not fucking going I want to find out who the real person behind so and so that plays a character is. I don't give a shit. I just enjoy their performance. What I mean, how am I? I actually never even seen Wendy.
Yeah,
how am I supposed to know what her real name is? Never seen the movie.
I mean,
yeah, sure. No one's
arguing. Or TV show. Is it a movie or TV show? Wendy. Is that a TV show? Never seen it.
Well, there's no Wendy. It's Wednesday.
Right. Marco is just fucking tone deaf to the universe.
What the fuck ever?
One of the most famous fucking young actresses on the goddamn planet.
Never heard of her.
And he's like, I never heard of her. Wednesday Addams. What the fuck is that? I don't know. It's wrong, dude.
Yeah.
I thought for the longest time that little TikTok star girl that was dancing in the middle of the streets and everything was the actual actress. So fuck off.
I will fuck off. The day that there is nothing else left to fuck off, baby.
Okay, I will teach you how to use a mic too next time.
Oh gosh.
Listen, I plant my mic and then you guys go, oh, Cliff, you're fading in and out. So I'm like, fuck fading in and out. I want you to hear me, bitch. Hear me. I want you to hear me. I want your butthole to shake when you hear my voice. Oh, Mama Bear, I love you. How are you?
Yeah, welcome to that, Mama Bear. Look at this guy.
Oh, Mama Bear knows
I
what
thought
she's
he
in
said
for. when
Quake.
she's-
I didn't even realize he said Shake, bro. I was like, okay.
All right,
what do we
let's
got?
move on. Let's keep going. So this is the one you've been waiting for. You guys were talking about it earlier.
Oh,
Yes,
fuck.
this is what I'm
Dog
talking
shit.
about.
Yeah, I put the trailer now. Yeah.
All right.
You know what I said
So-
about this?
Yep.
I don't know what you said about it, but let
Share it
me
again.
say what.
Well,
let me
once-
show you what's going
I
on
actually
here.
I actually don't want to see this.
So this guy's name is John Bowlerjack.
Fuck
He
this
filmed
dude.
hundreds of hours of footage that was apparently during the last days of Stan Lee, and it shows all this bad behavior on all the people who were treating Stan Lee badly. And instead of doing anything at the time, he just recorded it, and now he's going to release it as a documentary. He put a Kickstarter out to put this documentary out so he can make money off of all the people that abuse Stan Lee. That sounds like a bunch of crap.
That sounds like a bunch of bullshit. That sounds like elder abuse. Somebody needs to find this little twig ass bitch, kick him in the
all
fucking
this
ass
evidence.
60
Yeah.
times. Yeah, bullshit. And by the way, if you got so much, why'd you drop that shit on fucking YouTube about 2-3 years ago, or when it was
give it to
going
the
on?
cops. Yeah, when they
Yeah, or give it to the cops.
people.
People are investigating this. Fuck you going out here asking for money to
He
put
would've
out
got
your
money from it.
documentary. Oh, for the people that are abusing. You're taking advantage of them too. That's
Continue
exactly
the
what you're
abuse.
trying to do, you piece of shit. And look at your shit ass face too. Shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out of here.
Apparently, formal charges have been pressed against Stanley's handler.
Formally charge these nuts. This guy needs to go down with them too.
I mean, yeah.
boy.
Cliff, if this guy's sitting there with abuse going on, and his thing is give me money so I can tell you about it, well, you deserve to
I
burn in hell,
recorded it.
bro.
I didn't tell anybody about it.
Also,
Fuck
let me interview.
you.
Also, let me interview these comic legends too to add their 2 cents.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, his backup guy, the guy that's gonna give him all the credibility, Rob Liefeld. Go fuck yourself. Excuse me, I'm not even trying to swear.
He has better people in the lineup than Rob Liefeld.
No, that's not who he has.
Wade
That is
alone
not. No, he
Mark
doesn't.
Wade was in there. Who else was in there?
Rob Liefeld. That was his
No.
big reveal. I saw that.
Oh, I was gonna say
I
he's got Roy Thomas there. He's got
Yes, Roy Thomas. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I
Mark
was gonna
Wade.
say Nathan Zerdy, I think, is in there too. Yeah, he's got a few people.
Zerdy.
I don't know. Dude.
Again,
all I can tell you
I
is
totally agree,
a lot
Mama
of
Bear.
people agree it feels like secondhand elder abuse. However, if you guys look at statistics, okay, a lot of people try to report elder abuse and it goes nowhere, nothing's done. Imagine someone with so many people making a
That is
wall
Cliff
around him. Now, that said, I'm not justifying all the other bullshit. I'm not justifying I've got video, but give me 300,000 to make a movie. I'm not justifying any of that.
Yep.
Hey, Cliff, while it's happening, if you got it, you don't need the interviews. That shit was in the news for like 2 years straight. Drop that shit on YouTube.
He wouldn't
Drop
make money from that.
You're not going to make as much as you're going to make on a Kickstarter, but you'll make money off of it. Not only will you make money off of it, you'll stop the fucking abuse. So don't tell me. I mean, here's the thing.
Just like all the other people around Stan Lee, he at the time, those same people, he did the same thing they did. He made a business decision.
Yeah, that's what he
Not
did.
great. That's what he did.
That's what he
Yeah,
did.
of
If
course.
the handler was making him sign stuff, this
It's
guy was
all
doing the
just a
same thing. He's making money off this dude. He was not just off of Stan Lee. He's making money off of the abuse of Stan Lee. This guy is making money off the abuse of Stan Lee.
Yeah, and I'm not going to support it.
A lot of
So
people-
what? It doesn't make. They're all shitbags. They can all be shitbags.
I was gonna say, some of the shitbags are all over the United States because they paid for that shit that Stan Lee was abusively signing.
Agreed. I agree.
You could be.
You're
one
not
of
gonna. I was not. I
You don't
actually
know
took a
the
very
same,
big
but you-
stand. Hold on. Took a stand and said this guy is not in good shape. Don't get signed by him, Cliff. And believe me, I stand on it. I got 10 toes all the time. So you got the wrong
I want
guy.
to come back. I want to come back around to the other half of this. Double. Do you have the other half of this story with
No, I
the
do
whole
not.
with the whole CGC thing? So anyhow, 9.9 newsstand. You know he loves to bust on CGC. Not really like bust on CGC, but you know he loves to. Oh my God, you don't? Okay, well, he's the 9.9 newsstand is the one that came up with the last CGC story with the reholder issue where people were finding a way to open the case, pull out one book, shove in another, sell it on eBay, keep sending it in for a reholder, all that bullshit. So So he busted that story, and now he busted this story where there's like 10 CGC Amazing Spider-Man 252s, right? Direct and newsstand editions, and they all have smudged Stan Lee signatures on it that are authenticated by JSA, and they were all submitted in October of 2024. And it's all, and not only are they CGC graded, they even have the signature grade on the back, right? And of course, nobody knows who submitted these, but two of them are out there for sale, a 9.8 and a 9.6, and JSA did authenticate them, and it's some smudgy ass Stan Lee signatures. So what this guy is wondering is, hey, JSA, are you really doing the job that you're supposed to be doing? Or is this a bunch of Stan Lee submissions to JSA from when he was real fucked up and tired and shit and abused, signing stuff nonstop? So that is the other half of this interesting story. And then the trifecta.
Why could have just been witnessed? Why? I mean, there was people that were witnessing that shit going on. I mean, there was people witnessing him at cons because he was still being rolled at con at the time.
Yeah, so no, so right, so we assume, right? But the point is that these were submitted all together by someone in October. And then, of course, the other thing is that formal charges.
He's been long gone at this point.
Yeah, I mean, he's been long gone. Yeah. Well, it could have been reholstered though.
Listen, by the way, I don't mind the CGC.
I don't know. This sounds like some drama stuff. I don't even know. But okay.
Well, I hate community drama, but I love CGC drama. Okay, and look at. I love you, Bruce.
Apparently, the people don't, because we just lost like half our crowd.
Ben Gate is some real shit. Okay, I have seen stuff come back to my LCS that is bent up on the inside in the inner well. It is not cool.
Oh, I thought you said Ben Gay, like the stuff he played.
I don't know, dude.
I'm
the one that told. Hey, hold on. I told. Hey, when Bruce was all pumped about all that stuff, I said, Bruce, go press these books, submit them back, and see what happens. We did. And by the way, we submitted over 200 books during that period of time. Seems like a lot of nothing and bullshit. All right. And I get it, and I get that you're repeating what you heard from somebody else.
I'm not repeating what I heard. There are books in my LCS.
I'm talking about this other thing about like whatever. Yeah,
no, that is a real thing, and like he has the serial numbers and everything, and that's some shit to actually be concerned about. And then the last thing that I'm going to bring up again, because I said it before, is that they are pressing charges against his handler, who appears in these videos. If you've seen the trailer for the videos,
well, supposedly they had done that a while ago. Because when
supposedly they've done that, and who knows, maybe some of his footage actually has something to do with that. We don't know yet. Lastly, I just want to remind everybody, tomorrow's the last day to take advantage of 25% off at CBCS with Express 25 as your discount code.
Just make sure they don't lose your books. Make sure they don't lose your books.
Make sure they don't lose your. Don't send anything that's scary. Just don't send anything over 20 years old. You'll be fine.
Why would you send books to some place where the odds are they're going to lose your shit?
I could go.
Because it's exciting.
Hey, CBCS, if you get your book back, it'll be worth 30% less.
Send them back to me fucked up. The other could just lose them. Let's find out.
Cliff, this shows you how you haven't been around long enough, because the original swapping out of books was CBCS twice in a row. And that was in between the
now
losing
they
books.
have a much stronger slab, do they not?
Oh, do they?
They do, absolutely.
They're still 30% cheaper. 30% cheaper in value than a CGC at the same rate.
And you know what? And thank you, because you know what? I'm a collector. That shit goes on my wall. I'm not sitting here trying to resell the shit. So they look prettier than ever.
Hey, it's your birthday?
Corbin, it's your birthday?
It is on Saturday. Yes.
Hey, happy birthday.
The big 3-0. Yep.
Ooh, he's turning big 3-0.
Uh-oh. Kingdom of Nerds is about to slam you in the DMs. Look at this. He's ratting out Cliff on our show. All right, next up, let's go.
All right.
Yeah, his business manager was charged like 4 years ago. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna move on to.
What are you telling me to check DMs? I'm in the middle of doing a show. I don't.
Yeah, what do you think this is? Just because he starts bringing up gossip doesn't mean we're gonna sit here and play the gossip game. Let's go.
I'll check them for you, Pete. No, I'm just kidding.
Warner Brothers is offering a themed studio tour for Superman Day. A one-day Superman themed tour of the Burbank studio. It's on April 18th. Ticket holders will have a chance to meet DC artists. I don't know which artists. Attend a screening of the original Superman movie. Explore rare and iconic DC props, costumes, all kinds of stuff. And it only costs $89 for you to be able to tour.
I'm sorry. The timing on that was great, but that's not bad to meet some artists. Yeah.
meet the artist. You get to see some
what
props
artist?
and things. Yeah.
I can smell
Jim
the
Lee,
Lee
probably. They roll Jim Lee out for everything for DC, so you know.
I don't think they're rolling him out for $89.
Jim Lee.
Yeah,
it's
no,
time.
Jim Lee.
Yeah.
You got it. If you
I'm
see
finishing
Jim
Hush
Lee,
2. It's time.
You see Jim Lee, you got to pay him $200 just to look at him.
Yeah,
dude.
he ain't getting it for $89.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I don't know. It'll be who's the guy who does the DC backups? Whoever did the Superman DC backups.
You're getting some Tom Grummett for
I think
$89.
it's Chuck Austin, maybe Chuck Austin.
Chuck Austin.
You get
Whoever was like
Mason
the future
Jurgens,
state artist.
and you're
Yeah,
definitely getting some
Dan
Grummett.
Jurgens. Hey, I'd like to meet. I mean, hey, yeah, it's gonna be somebody. Hey, like you wrote Superman before? All right, kid.
Shit.
Did Steve
Wow.
Englehart do Superman? Maybe he'll be there.
That's
All
Let's
right.
give him the bell. Hey, let's give him the bell for that. Holy hell, dude. Oh my God. That is amazing.
That was good. That was good.
We haven't done that in a while. That's amazing.
Holy hell.
Ring the bell.
Yeah,
Damn.
that was.
I want him to check his DMs in the middle of a show. Shit.
He's confusing my dumbass because when I'm on a panel with people that I'm really annoyed, he'll take advantage of me because I will read the DMs. But then there are most nights where I'm like, motherfucker, where did all these DMs come from? They're like 40 minutes old. What
Oh,
the heck?
yeah.
So how are you reading this shit? I'm busy.
Yeah, dude.
You see me.
You see me doing shit.
Yeah, and like that's another thing too. When he DMs me when I'm running my own show and there's no support, I'm like, bitch, I can't read this shit. What is happening?
Oh my God, that's funny. All right.
You know,
Well, this sounds. I mean, it's if you're going to be a Superman fan, I guess this sounds okay.
I'm a Superman fan. But I also do I want to go to California for this shit?
for one day of a tour. Yeah, I don't
They
know.
should have done it in Ohio, man.
They might wheel out Tom Welling. He'll work out some
Ohio.
community
Why
service for
Ohio?
you.
because that's where no wait, is it Ohio?
It is, but there's also a lot because of that. There's a lot of old white men.
Yeah,
There's a lot of-
Illinois. I thought Indiana.
Ohio's got one of the biggest collections of it. There's a lot of old white men that love in Southern Ohio.
Ohio has the big collection because the house where Siegel grew up is in Cleveland. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So
So they
that.
dedicate that to him. It's where he's created, supposedly, I guess. I don't know.
Got it.
He was conceived there emotionally.
No. Jesus Christ. All right, what's next?
All right, what's next is we got some popcorn buckets coming for the Minecraft movie. We haven't talked about this movie much. I know you guys were all going to go see this movie.
Who just
I know
did that?
Mark was gonna
Frankenstein riding a toilet with a straw. in
No,
his face.
that's what? How dare you? That's a zombie creeper, man. Get out of here.
How dare I?
I actually.
Was that really a how dare you moment?
Riding a chicken. Why do you hate children, Pete?
Because they smell funny.
Yeah,
Just like the popcorn in that bucket.
I'm over the popcorn buckets, all right? And especially if you can't turn it into a fleshlight, I don't want it.
Yeah, I get that, but the little sippy cup's gonna be my son's definitely getting one.
Well, look at the paper cup next to the TNT popcorn bucket. It apparently had the fleshlight because it's really, really relieving
It's
itself.
happy.
Nah, that ain't no fleshlight. That shit was
That's all
rejected from
ducking a
Target.
duck.
I mean, she's not wrong.
Yeah, not wrong at all.
All right, so just don't worry about the caption on this one, and we're just going to move along.
Oh, double it up. How disrespectful you are towards that. That movie's gonna be a hit.
It is going to be a hit.
Oh,
I'm not going to see it, but it's going to be a hit. It's
My
gonna
son
be
already
great.
told me we got to go see that shit, so
Yeah,
I'm
that
going to
shit's
see it.
dope. It's going to be good.
All right, let's talk about some streaming news. So I know you guys have all been anxiously awaiting the release of Mufasa on streaming.
Oh yeah, just bated breath.
Are they gonna
Waiting
drop
while-
the recap first, or
It'll be on March 26th on Disney Plus. So it's on its
Thanks.
way. So
Thanks,
you
damn
got a couple
idiot.
more weeks. I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
I said, are they gonna drop the recap first, though?
Yeah, probably going to recap what happened in the first movie.
I think it's the Lion King.
so Marco's
Yeah.
family can watch it first before they see this
Shut
movie.
the fuck up.
Make sure you give them the recap
Well,
first,
anyway.
Marco. Yeah.
Ooh,
Slovenia.
sounds like me after
All
some
right.
cheese. Anyway,
Let's talk about some.
Dude, all you ate was like double cheeseburgers over here, bro.
Yeah, dude, that's why I was glad I stayed downstairs. Okay, shit was popping.
You ate no more
listen
cheese
to
for
me.
you when you're in this house.
I'm about to say I'll be back in May. No, I'm kidding.
You know, I had to redo that bathroom after you left. I tore the whole thing out and had to redo that fucker.
And you said it was cheeseburgers. Now you putting two and two together. No,
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll talk. All right.
No, we won't.
We're going to talk about Netflix remaking a classic Stephen King movie, and it is Cujo. From 1981 or 83 was the first movie. The book came out in 81, and it's a mother protecting her son from a 200-pound same part. Well, Stephen King wants the money, so
I'm down to see another scary dog movie. I love my dog behind me, but like, yeah, I'm down.
This movie probably would have been better if it went to like A24 or like one of those like horror focused places. Yeah. However, Netflix has the money, so Stephen King decided to take Netflix's money.
Cool.
So for you fans of Stephen King or Cujo, it's coming on Netflix. Probably direct to streaming.
Yeah.
Cool.
Berserker, speaking of Netflix, Berserker has found a director.
My love for you is ticking clock. Berserker. I'm not going to finish.
Justin Lin, who revived the Fast and Furious, allegedly revived the Fast and Furious franchise. He has come aboard to direct Berserker. The Batman 2 co-writer, his name is Mattson Tomlin. He's writing the script. And Keanu, I'm pretty sure, is going to be starring in this movie.
Well, if he isn't, it's going to be kind of weird.
It's going to be definitely a weird thing if he's not in the movie, yes. And then in our DC HBO news, Nicole Ari Parker has been cast as Jon Stewart's mom.
Huh?
What?
Okay. I mean, I like her, but did we need to have Jon Stewart's mom?
I thought this was going to be the sheriff. They're trying to both bang.
At this point, I'd rather see the story of Jon Stewart's mom than what I heard that this is going to be about.
Yep. Lanterns After Dark, baby.
With Jon Stewart's mom, I'm okay with that.
Oh, my God. Oh. All right, we're going to move on.
Wait, hold on. What's she from? What is she from?
No, I didn't have time to research her discography.
Okay, I will be researching her right now.
All right, perfect. You let us know when you find out. I'm going to move on a little bit of gaming news. Weird gaming related news. It's not actually about the games, but Invincible is coming to Fortnite.
That ain't this chick.
Huh.
So Alan the Alien, Invincible, and Duplicate are all coming to Fortnite. These are their looks of how they will be in the game. I thought that was kind of cool. I don't really play Fortnite, but I do like Invincible.
Yeah, I don't either. But
she was in Boogie Nights. I'll be watching that.
Oh, is that who that was?
She's Becky from Boogie Nights.
Yeah, Becky Barnett.
Real ones know her Soul Food.
Roller Girl was in Boogie Nights. Is that one?
Yeah.
Roller Girl. I like Roller Girl.
I bet you do.
I do.
Well, Becky Barnett was very nice in Boogie Nights as well.
Yes, she was.
And then in other gaming related news, Lego has given us a picture announced a new Mario Kart set.
Oh, that's cool.
So this is large. It's like 1,972 pieces. It's going to build like an 8.5-inch Mario replica, and he's going to be riding his little cart. They dropped this on Monday, which was Mario Day, March 10th. It was priced at $170.
That's a good deal.
Whoa!
Yep.
Yeah, you can keep that shit.
That's a good deal.
That's not a good deal. Don't do your stupid price per block.
It's price per block, man.
Yep.
Not all blocks are equal, bro.
I understand that, but it's still less than 10 cents a block.
Almost
this
heard
looks
black
really
there.
Cool. I mean, it's cool. You build an oversized Mario, and
misheard. I went back on camera. I was like, "What?" And that was that makes perfect sense.
Did you dipshit? Clear out the
I thought you were like quoting Passenger 57 down there. Like
that's what I get for zoning out eating Girl Scout cookies. I deserve it.
Damn it!
I'll give
You know they got dairy in them, right?
Hmm?
You know they got dairy in them, right?
Oh shit! No, I didn't. Well,
Dairy and what?
It depends which one. There's like 500 different kinds of cookies.
I'm eating the classic. You know, the trifle. You know, I'm not going to advertise here on the show, but the basic butter ones. Anyway,
Shortbread.
Yes.
Do you know that butter's made from dairy?
Okay, you know what? Let's talk about comics. We got Cliff on here. Let's keep.
Why are we talking about dairy?
You know, yeah.
I don't even know.
He's lactose. This guy's lactose intolerant.
No, I'm
you
really
know?
not, Cliff. I don't believe in that. That's a concept. It's mind over matter, and we can stop there. Okay, comics.
Okay.
Concept.
Corbin, I appreciate you and enjoy your cookies, but that shit ain't mind over matter. When my colon has to blow, my colon has to blow.
Oh my god!
It's the discipline I'm still learning, Cliff. I haven't mastered it yet. But,
Yeah, you know it's cool. You know
You're
what?
about to be 30. You ain't gonna learn it because you're about to get into diaper ages soon enough.
You need, yeah, I was gonna say, you know,
Okay.
they make a lot of adult dependent diapers now for men that are much better than they used to be.
I'm done. All right, y'all.
And you know, if
man.
you act fast and join AARP now for $55.
Make sure you use the.
for 5 years.
I swear to God, after watching that stream, there has been so many commercials for $11 a month.
There has been.
Why? I'm seeing all these commercials now because of that stream. You guys, I'm getting those ads.
I'm
$11 a month. I hope you're making money. I hope you're making money off it. I really hope you
I
get
want
the man
them to
cup.
all make money off of it. They pay us for that
Oh
shit.
my
I
God.
will wear
This
AARP
is
shirts
amazing.
all day.
That's Bruce's channel getting paid from AARP at this point.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So ridiculous.
Oh, with the dairy.
All right, here we go. Let's talk about some comics. So the comics have decided to give us a new Thunderbolts with an asterisk.
Of course.
Winter
it is.
Soldier, Black Widow, Eddie Brock's Carnage, the Hulk, Namor, Clea, and Wolverine. That's right.
What?
That's your new Thunderbolts lineup. And they'll be in
What?
stores on June 11th.
Why
I'm
would
still
you
gonna
just
go
give
get
us
it.
the ones that are in the movie? If you're gonna do the
Ooh,
movie
we
name,
can't have that.
Well, I guess
That don't
not.
make
I
sense.
guess we can't have nice things because this is a weird combo that would never work. Like what? Anyway, okay.
Okay, again, I defend weird combos.
Yes, I'm gonna read it.
no,
Look,
you ain't defense.
This could actually be good, but we don't know who the writer is, do we?
I did not see who the writer was. No.
All right, so anyhow, it could be good for some reason. But
I
yeah,
What-
don't know.
Cliff, what writers on it would you not read it? Like I seem like you're willing to take a chance on it for the most part. Like what two guys would be like, nope, absolutely not, or two creators rather.
Scott Snyder, I wouldn't dare.
Drawn by John Romita Jr.
Drawn by John Romita Jr. I'm out.
Scripting by Chuck Austin.
Leave Chuck Austin out of
Well, is Chuck Austin on or off his meds?
Oh, good one. Let's do pre-2001.
Pre 2001, yes.
Oh, this is
After
coming up.
2001, no.
There you go. Okay.
So wait, is this the same Chuck Austin that wrote about Warren Worthington banging Husk above
In
a
the sky.
picnic?
Yes, that's the one they're talking about.
In the sky, and everybody going.
That would be after 2001.
That would be after
Did
2001.
he also do the mutant hooker?
Yes, Stacy X.
Yes,
Yes.
CCX.
You
Yes,
gotta look at-
Oh,
you
that's
gotta
like
look at-
Marco's favorite writer.
You gotta look at comic creators almost like vintage wine. You know, like I wouldn't do Frank Miller after '94. You know, like
Pause.
you know,
Pause.
oh shit.
Frank
I mean,
Miller is
I
about
wouldn't.
94.
I
Pause.
wouldn't enjoy Frank Miller's work. Nope, that doesn't. I
Yeah.
wouldn't read. Whatever. Point is, think of it like that. So yeah, you're right. Chuck Austin before. I like it.
Very good.
Other than that, I mean, I'll read it regardless. But I don't. I think it feels like it just feels like a grab. Then again, when Matt Fraction wrote Invincible Iron Man in like 2008, that was a good run. They did that to capitalize on the movie, and that series
and it
had a
was
great
like,
run.
oh wow, it's good. Like,
Exactly. So you could. It could.
Probably
Yeah,
one of the best.
there you go.
All right,
so
so the writer is Sam Humphries and the artist is Tan Lima
Sam
T-O-N
Humphries from
Lima.
from
From Uncanny
from-
X-Force and Green Lanterns.
did he also do the Harley
Not
Quinn
good.
stuff?
I don't know. Those are the two things that I see in
DC Daily. I think I know Sam. Okay. I mean, I'll still read it.
I will give it a chance.
Yeah,
If
there's
it's
a
a Sam-
chance.
Sam Humphries or Sam Humphrey?
No, it's
Humphries.
Sam Humphries.
Oh yeah.
And yes, he did write Harley Quinn.
He's making random sounds all of a sudden.
He wrote the legendary Star-Lord,
which wasn't good.
That's what I mean. Like a lot of he wrote the
Yeah.
storyline with Captain America being the president of the United States.
Yeah.
And the
So
alternates.
in June, this comes out
I
on
don't
June
know,
11th.
Cliff.
So that week, I'm going to call it right now that we will review this book if it comes out on June 11th.
I'm game.
Okay.
I'm
And we'll
going
give
to
you
tell
the
you
thumbs up or
down.
thumbs down.
Thumbs down right off that.
I already think it's getting a thumbs down.
You
I
could-
shouldn't
you
do
could-
that.
You
Don't
could-
judge
you
a book by its
you
cover.
You can feel free to call me.
That's absolutely how you judge a fucking book.
I'm a judge by the creator. No,
If
I'm
you
fine.
did it, then they wouldn't have fucking covers now, would they? And they
That's
wouldn't have
it.
dust jackets, would they?
Oh,
Hey,
That's absolutely how you judge it.
We're only looking at 2 covers. There could be hotter covers. We don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna hopefully be better ones than this.
You know that's
Sam
not
Humphries
happening.
though. Like I don't know. Marvel was just like, Anyway.
All right.
God.
In other Marvel news, we have a confirmed Emma Frost miniseries coming.
Yes.
Emma Frost, the White
Queen.
Queen. I believe
Okay.
it's a 5-issue.
I love him.
No, that's a good creative team. Yeah.
That's a
So,
great.
did David Nakayama give us the not suitable for work Basic Instinct cover to follow this
Yes,
one?
he did. Yes, he did.
I don't know which other
Good
one
on
it gives
you.
you, but I am a fan of David Nakayama.
As am I.
So this will be out on June 18th, the week after the Thunderbolts comes out. So
Okay.
But look at that. We
Yeah,
got
too.
Wolverine fighting one of the faceless Hellfire
Yeah.
Club guys.
Yeah.
back there.
And
You're right.
Storm
That's
was
like a
bringing
whole
the
bunch.
light.
Don't miss Storm out there. Bring that light. Yeah.
Yeah,
right, so
callback.
this issue takes place back when she was still with the Hellfire Club. So this is takes place in the past.
Cool.
So
But
Wait,
after
which
Wolverine.
is your favorite? Which is your favorite Amy comic?
oh no, my thing got messed up. So there's a picture missing of my turtles. Turtles were here, and I don't know what I did. So sorry about this picture, but the Ninja Turtles has April O'Neil potentially being
what are you doing?
Casey Jones.
Stop going
I'm
to
going back
Archie.
to this one. Yeah, we're going to Archie now because I messed that last one up.
It's all right. I like the fact that it's not only the book, you also had the box was
The wrong
too.
title. Yeah, I don't know what happened.
We
there.
had the Thunderbolts picture. We had the
It was
we
3
had the
different
Emma
stories.
Frost headline.
You saw my templates.
I saw it. I do it too.
So Kevin Smith is writing a crossover comic with Jay and Silent Bob meet Archie. I guess it's going to be more of a mature title. So this
Yeah,
won't
because
be
we're
a
gonna hear
regular.
Jay trying to bang both of them the entire
No,
time.
slow down. He did all the DC stuff, and even his Hornet stuff. It wasn't that bad.
But it's
Daredevil?
Jay and Silent Bob.
Very true.
Yeah.
If he's
This
going to
takes
write
place-
characters, he's either going to go one of two ways. He's either going to make them the dumbed down versions from Mallrats, where they're saying snoochy boochies, or
Snoochies,
he's going to be making
boochies.
fun of the fact that he had them saying snoochy boochies, and he's going to be making some offhanded comments about what he would like to do to both Betty and Veronica.
But isn't that the tongue-in-cheek thing with Benny, Veronica, and what's her name, anyways? Like that's how it's always been, right? I guess.
But
mean, hey.
Kevin Smith has never been tongue in cheek. He's been
I'm just gonna tell you, I
overly
ain't reading this shit.
verbose.
I'm just not
So-
reading this shit.
What I read about this crossover was that it takes place after the events of Clerks 3, in which, spoiler alert, Dante dies. And then so this is them dealing with the aftermath, and Archie helps Jay and Silent Bob with their grief.
I mean, like,
Isn't that weird?
Yeah,
James
Archie
like cleaned
and
up his life now. He's got
Jay and
those
Silent
fake
Bob.
teeth. He's not selling anything anymore. Change his
Well,
life
no,
around.
I'm talking about if we go off of the continuity we're talking. It's after Clerks 3. So we have two 40-year-old men being consoled by a high school kid. Like, that's kind of weird.
Hey, you guys are looking way too. This is a funny book.
I'm just
First off, it's a funny book. It's a funny book that we're probably none of us are actually going to read.
No,
so.
what I'm saying, the fact that they're trying to place it in a timeline is what's weird about it. Just fucking, you can tell a story. It doesn't have to be connected.
I just think that Dub did too much research on this bullshit.
This would be amazing.
I think
100% this would be amazing.
I think it could be interesting for people who are big on Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
Universe stuff.
Like if this took place during Clerks, like when it would okay. Their Archie's coming through the
Nucci
video
Purchase.
store, maybe playing hockey on the roof with them. All right.
They never played hockey on the roof.
In the movie, they did.
Did they?
In the
Did you
first
not
movie,
watch
yeah.
the movie?
No, the guys did. I don't think Silent J and Bob did.
No. But I'm just saying, but Archie could be playing with them and then come down and he's trying to buy. Well, Archie wouldn't be buying weed.
I'm more thinking
Jughead
that I'm more thinking after the third movie, Randall's movie has a little bit of success, which attracts younger people like Archie and his friends, and that's why they show up. And then that's where some of the healing takes place, because then Dante's death doesn't seem,
That's Friday.
Oh, whoops.
Which one do you think Kevin Smith's gonna draw Silent Bob banging in this one? Veronica or Betty?
Neither.
He always gets the girls in all the things, for sure.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does. Silent and whatever. All right, what's next?
Oh, look, here's my, I don't know what happened. Look, my stuff got really messed up.
There's the turtle stuff.
So there's the Turtles book, but the
but
thing
it's still
is
the Emma
wrong.
Frost book.
It's Emma Frost. So I don't know what my guys got. It's the late news thing that I think really screwed up everything. It's like messed it all up. Doing it second. So in Ninja Turtles number 11, this is the cover for Turtles 11. It's April dressed up as Casey because Casey got the crap beat out of him. He was getting the crap beat out of him, and he's in the hospital on life support. So April has to go out there and take care of business. And this cover's kind of cool. But that's all I got. Apparently, I haven't stayed up with the Turtles' current run here, but I've heard nothing but good stuff about this run. So I need to go back.
I haven't read it either, so I can't.
I really want to read it.
Deny that.
That's because the only people left reading Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles right now are people that, no matter how crappy it would be, would tell you it's the best run they've ever read.
Can I just say, my only problem here is that I don't think April knows how belts work, because you put a belt on, it's got to go through the loops on your pants. Otherwise, it doesn't hold your pants up. It's just
it's a fashion statement, dude. Who are you?
What's really funny here is you're confusing April's ability to belt properly with an artist's ability to actually draw a proper belt on cover.
I'm blaming April here.
Because we hate women, so it's easy to blame them and make them feel stupid.
Where did we get?
I'm a bear.
How did we get there?
Right. Why are you blaming April? All right. April's a very capable young woman. She always has been.
She's a fictional character, Cliff.
I don't give a shit. All right. You fuck with me and Storm. I ain't fucking around. All right. Storm is a goddamn goddess, on paper, off paper, in my imagination at all times. All right. Give April some.
I didn't mess with Storm. I love Storm.
On April. Put some goddamn respect on April O'Neil's name.
Who was talking shit on Storm?
Yeah, there we go. Storm. See, Mama Bear. Yeah. Thank you very much. I said it was a fashion statement. Mama Bear got my back. I don't know what the fuck Cliff's going off on.
It's late, and I just need to protect my beloved female characters.
Thank you for protecting April. I appreciate it.
That's called a weight belt. This is to protect your back.
This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. 3 hours, 2 hours in. Okay, all right.
2 hours in. Exactly.
2
hours in.
Yeah, you're right. We're not 3 hours in. You're right. We're not 3 hours in.
The seasons number 1 and number 2 by Rick Remender are getting second printings, and this is what they look like.
Yep.
In case you are reading this book, apparently everybody loves this book, and it's sold out at the distributor.
It's a good book, and Rick Remender can deliver. So bravo.
Yeah, these are just the regular covers redone, but yes.
And then here are Lucky Devils number 1 by Charles Soule and Ryan Brown is getting a third printing. One of these is a foil. I don't know. I guess people like this book.
Wait,
I don't know. They keep reprinting number 1, so
I don't know. Yeah, but I don't know anybody that was like, yeah, 2's fire. You know, wait 2 came out already.
This picture doesn't feel like it.
Bro, I think it's already on 3, to be honest with you.
Well, number 1's getting a third printing.
Well,
and with that,
I don't know if 3 came out yet. I think we're still waiting on 3.
Definitely did.
We wrap up.
2 definitely came out.
Yeah, nobody picked that up.
But yeah, that's
the end of news.
That's the end of news,
dude. We killed it. See, that's nice. It goes a lot shorter when we get to talk comics first, I think. Well, hey, let us know below how you like the new format.
Yeah,
did he? No, he's got a
He's got a what? What does he got?
Well, he ate. Dude, he's lactose intolerant.
He's lactose intolerant.
Oh my god, y'all are so dumb. Just
Also, here's a quick streaming tip. If you see somebody on a stream mute themselves and do this, they're most likely farting, not coughing.
What are you talking about?
If I were to do this, okay, it's because I had to fart, not cough. But I wanted. I had to have a reason to mute.
That's not true for everyone. But now we know when Pete's farting online. Okay, what are you talking about, dude?
I don't know. I was just piggybacking off of the lactose intolerant and thought like
it's not. No. What? No.
First of all, there is way too much asshole talk tonight. Like just about the farting, the diarrhea. It's just horrible. It's horrible.
Don't act like it was just us, Cliff.
Pardon it. And we're men of a certain age, and as men of a certain age, we should look at the services of AARP.
AARP. Where's Gronk when you need him?
I know. I want to offer Corbin a tarot reading for his birthday.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Holy shit!
Running with Devil. Not only is he Puerto Rican, but he's also a gypsy. Let's go, Corbin.
Well, in the meantime, before Corbin shows up, I can show you
the
guys
gypsy. I don't know. Oh, hold on. You got it. Hey, do you want him to do a tarot reading for you?
Huh? He's not there.
The tarot reading.
Do you want me to do a tarot reading for you?
Ooh,
for your birthday.
Normally I don't mess with the arts, but I saw DC, so
yes,
I'm willing to put my faith in.
So, do you want me to just do like a simple spread of what 30 is for you, or do you have a specific question we're going to ask the cards?
No, spread it out.
All right, so it's a short spread. I'm going to do past, present, future for you.
Okay.
All right, so Corbin at 30.
Wonder Woman. Okay.
Are you going to make him drink some Turkish tea next?
Corbin at 30.
Where's Marco?
Corbin at 30.
I was going to say, yeah. Where did Marco go?
He's the man behind the chair now.
I didn't set this thing up. I set this for when we were doing cards.
Corbin for 30. Corbin for 30.
Can you hear me or no?
We can hear you. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we can hear you. You're still there. You're like my
I was going to swap you out because I was going to go tinkle.
Oh Jesus!
All right.
I know like
now,
a 2-year-old.
All right, Corbin.
To answer Bruce's question, I had 3.
All right.
Tap it.
Tapped.
Tap it.
Tap. Boom.
There we go.
Hold on. Let me put you back into the play mode.
Ooh, there we go.
Oh, there you go.
Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap.
Tappa, tappa, tappa.
Anyway.
Yeah, I definitely could see why you say you just get books and not read them, because the ones behind you aren't that great.
All right, your first card. Your first card that represents the past.
When he figures out that what you said, he's gonna
9 of Cups.
Well, okay.
Yeah. Ray, you got gold and silver rainbow spooge cups. Good job.
All right. This is the wish card. Your 20s have been a time of fulfillment, personal growth, and achieving some of your goals. The 9 of Cups is about contentment, success, and emotional satisfaction. This suggests that you are entering your 30s from a place of stability and gratitude. If you've worked hard for something, you're likely beginning to see the rewards. However, this can also hint that you may have gotten too comfortable. Perhaps this next decade in your life is going to push you towards new ambitions.
Okay. Money.
So you either enjoy your life or you don't enjoy your life. One of the two. Choose which one.
Right now?
Exactly it.
Okay.
Your next card is the 10 of Swords.
Okay.
This is the end of a cycle. This card signals a difficult ending, possibly a betrayal, a burnout, or an emotional or mental struggle that's coming to a close. You may be feeling like you're hitting rock bottom in some area of your life, or maybe it's a tough job, or a draining relationship, or
He's a librarian,
or an old mindset that no longer serves you. While this card looks harsh, this card is also a symbol of rebirth. Things can only improve from here. You may need to fully let go of something painful before stepping into the next phase of your life.
Okay. So
do you have questions, Corbin?
Yes. I have one question, and it's probably gonna come real stupid. These are real tarot cards?
Yes, they are.
Oh,
that's why I asked you first. I didn't know if you could do these. Can you do these?
No. I mean, we're good. We're rolling now. I saw DC on them, or maybe I made that up.
No,
they are. They're
You now
DC
have-
versions.
Oh, okay.
Your third card
I
is
was
the
getting
King of
scared.
Swords, represented by Deathstroke the Terminator. Your 30s are going to be about mental clarity, discipline, and wisdom. The King of Swords is a sharp thinker, a strategist.
Or you're gonna get poked in the butt.
What?
With the sword.
I'm listening. Let me listen.
This suggests that after the hardships of the Ten of Swords, you will emerge wiser and stronger. You will step into a role where you have authority and control in your life, possibly taking on leadership in your career, making smarter decisions, and approaching life with more logic and confidence. You'll learn to set new boundaries and cut through nonsense, leading with intelligence and integrity. Your overall message for the age of 30: you are closing out an old chapter and stepping into a period of wisdom and strength. While your 20s were about achieving personal happiness, your 30s are going to be about mental growth, taking charge, and making clear strategic decisions. You have to let go of something painful, but in doing so, you are going to gain more clarity and more power that you need to shape a successful and fulfilling future for yourself.
Wow. Well, first off, Cliff, thank you for that. I've never had one of those done before. That wasn't ultimately bad. I don't know what I was expecting something horrible. I was scared on that second card, but honestly, okay.
Yeah.
Listen,
By the way, this deck doesn't feel so terrible because the Devil card is John Constantine.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. No, when you first started reading, I don't know what I thought it was like a joke. I felt like, oh, wait, this sounds,
Yeah,
this
no,
sounds
like,
real.
no. And I'm like, no, I'm giving you a real reading, and you're like, they're real tarot cards.
Well, you sounded so serious, and I'm looking like, wait a second, where's the punchline? No, okay, that's dope.
There's Hippolyta as the Queen of Pentacles.
That's dope.
The King of Tentacles?
No,
Queen of Pentacles.
I got all Green Lanterns when I got
Did
mine.
he just say King of Testicles?
Wow.
No,
the King of Pentacles.
And of course, Supergirl is the star.
Of course. That's cool. I really like that. Thank you. I've never listen, I'm ready. I was nervous and scared because I'm like, oh my gosh. Now I'm like an adult, but
next week we're gonna make Don Didio drink Turkish coffee and then turn it upside down real quickly.
What is that?
We're gonna practice some voodoo on them.
Yo, listen, I'll bend.
You know what Turkish coffee is?
I got no shame in what my good Lord gave me,
It's another gypsy trait.
Yeah. By the way, he enjoyed his reading on Saturday, and
I did, and I put it in the chat too, in case you guys missed it.
I'm gonna do one for Marco.
I don't believe in gypsies.
You don't have to believe. Play along, bitch.
But where is it? You're supposed to hit. Why did nobody hit that?
Actually, Bruce, you're not too far off, but hey, we don't gotta talk about it.
Bitch, just play along. Poor Brian. I hope you guys invite Brian LCS back for something.
I was going to ask you about that today. That's why I asked you the other day if you were at work, because I was going to ask you. I was going to have him on instead of you.
I mean, first let's bring back Steve Englehart, and then we can talk about the other guy.
We got invited to whose show was it? Was it Bruce's show? Guys, first off, go back a couple weeks, check out Bruce's show. Then go check out Cliff and Pete's show. We were a tragedy on. We just destroyed a bunch of shows. Shut the fuck up. Over the last couple of weeks.
Travesty.
We were a whole bunch of shit combined together, dude. There's a guy named Brian LCS, never met the dude before. He looked like he just saw a fucking train hit 3 cars with a bunch of kids. He was like, what the shit's going on here, dude? Cliff got us an ARP. Cliff got Bruce an ARP sponsorship.
I was trying. I was really trying.
I was gonna say I could get us Manscaped. I had them for my last show. We're talking about crazy sponsorships.
Shit, that Manscaped. I love to clean up.
I still got ball wipes and the what's it called? Yeah.
Get it. Get it.
I do. I have one just for a rainy day.
You guys put all the stuff down there. Good.
Manscaped is so good at hitting all the appropriate curvatures without nicking you, and that's really important.
This
and you can get 15% off with your next purchase.
And you can get
so that's good to see that she is messaging because she has made it safely to Florida. I dropped her off at the airport before I.
Just good luck getting back. That's always the trouble.
That's
right?
the hard part for her. Yeah, getting
out of Florida.
Yeah, getting out of there, man.
Yeah, we're going back to Manscaped. Let's do it. I'm ready. Your balls will thank you.
They really will.
Yeah.
And so will your loved ones who enjoy them.
I was single at the time, so it was just me. But yeah,
smoking cigars. I love Zaggy. Perfect comment, Zaggy.
I was watching Captain Kangaroo.
Who's that?
Smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, smoking cigarettes.
But go back and check out those episodes. Yes. Shout out to Brian LCS. Sorry.
Thanks again, Cliff. That was fun. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the problem. We can't if we thought Bruce's show was wild, we can't bring him on this show. This show
The Lawnmower 3.0. That's what it was.
Wait, you
I
can't
cut
bring
myself
Brian
on that.
LCS?
Dude, he was shocked on that Bruce show. He would get destroyed on here. It
No,
was
he
just so
wouldn't.
No,
Cliff was even off pace on this, dude.
Only because
You two arguing with each other.
I have to deal with your real personality and your whatever this shit is at the same time. You know,
You're not supposed to pull the curtain down, Cliff.
it's like a pig. It's like a pig.
Cliff.
It's like
Cliff.
a pig.
Cliff. It's so-called kayfabe, Cliff. Jesus.
Don't be
No,
like
no.
The Rock. Don't break it.
No, are you? No, I am like the Rock. I have to come in and fuck it all up.
Oh,
Final boss is coming in. Boy, both sides of the
One
fence.
day you're gonna have me on. I'm just gonna be fucking playing piano out of fucking nowhere.
I didn't think he was such a mark. We brought him on. He like marked 4 times on this thing. Jesus.
Man.
No, thanks, Cliff. It was fun having you on. Make sure you guys check us out on Cliff's channel, Cliff on Comics. We'll be there
we're not
Friday.
drinking Friday.
what
so
is
it's
that?
Comics and Company.
What's that?
It's Comics and Company because you're not drinking with me.
What do you mean?
So if you're drinking with me, we do comics and cocktails. But you did not promise to drink with me.
You're not
Son,
gonna
you can't drink
Marco?
with me. Yeah, you can't drink.
Marco's
Oh.
not going to drink?
I'm surprised by that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's,
Oof.
Cliff, that's
Marco?
probably the most...
Oof. That's something you don't want to
Inaccurate
do.
thing that you said.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
don't
don't
want to
wanna-
do that. You.
All right, so we're doing Comics and Company, and then
It's a different game.
It's
a week after.
Yeah,
we-
yeah. Hey, ask Corbin. It's a different game. You don't want no.
Yeah,
You ain't gonna be able to
Marco
hang.
with
You'll be
Marco.
under the
I
table.
gotta tell you, I just love how all I was trying to do was make a nice goddamn thumbnail for this episode, and it just kept escalating and escalating. And
I'm just
escalating.
saying, like you just
more Captain America, more Captain America, more Captain America, and then finally I get to the point where the vidIQ score is at 90.
Literally look at him. Oh wow.
Yeah, but you see, I chose wisely because I put thumbs down Marco in there, and I feel like that captured what needed to be captured here.
You
That
got the
captures
essence.
all of it.
And he's drinking right now. Look at it. Yeah, you got the essence.
did I miss something?
Yeah.
Oh, and look at freaking listen, this bitch in the corner down there in the fucking chat. Fucking Brucifer Morningstar, okay? He earned Brucifer. He started texting me about the chat.
He didn't DM
yeah,
you?
he started DMing me about the thumbnails on my friend's channel where we do the Council Comics. So I decided before the show, I'm gonna bring it up one more time. And it turned into this ridiculous fight where I'm being yelled at and accused of trying to rob him of his agency and all this shit. And I'm like, I'm trying to give you good advice.
Wait,
and
what?
he's like, but you're trying to step on my artistry. And I was like, well, your artistry sucks because everybody hates the thumbnails. And then we did the show. And while we're doing the show, we're taking jabs at each other, all of us, about the freaking thumbnails. Right? And Bruce is just watching and laughing and DMing me, you know, and I'm DMing him back. I'm like, bitch, look what you started this all Monday night. Right? So then we end the show and we're trying to be cool about it. And then one of my panelists is like, listen, since Cliff already cut the wound open, I gotta tell you, lose all that extra shit on the thumbnails. Like if they're not paying us, don't put it in there, you know? And so anyhow, everyone starts dying laughing because the guy who said this was not in the backstage when we had the fight, right? So the other dudes are laughing because they heard me say those exact words in the fight at the beginning. So he will, not in the immediate future, but the near future, start to clean up the thumbnails. But it was a tragedy.
What channel is this for?
Council of Comics.
Council of Comics. Cool.
So anyhow, so then, and this is great. So
I'm gonna
then,
put it down in the link below after we're done.
oh yeah, please do. Everyone go check it out and you know, and comment if you do like
And
the
make
thumbnails,
fun of the thumbnails, apparently.
Yes.
No, well, no, not really. Like, don't be abusive. You know. So you know, on Saturday mornings at 10 a.m., you can find me doing Comics and Coffee with Cliff. But if you can't find me at 10 a.m. on a Saturday morning, which you will not for the next 2 weeks because I got shit happening, You can find me 8 p.m., 9 p.m., or 10 p.m. in the evening, depending on my freaking guest, on who they are, on Fridays for Comics and Company or Comics and Cocktails, depending on if they drink or not, because I've renamed my goddamn show too many times.
Oh, I get why you're mad at CGC, because, yeah, I wouldn't have graded any of those books in your background.
You're a cocksucker. So
clip it.
Well, first off, that was an incorrect statement. There's some good ones back there.
Yeah, there
Oh,
are some
man.
and
Look out, Ranger! Look out!
Funny.
they're all there for a reason.
Oh,
Some of them I won. I won that Spider-Man second print that's signed by Patrick Gleason. I won it on the way to my friend's funeral, and he was a tremendous Spider-Man fan. So every time I change this up around here, that will always be there over my shoulder because I'll be thinking of Angel the whole time.
Okay.
That X-Men number 4 there, that's double signed.
Red.
This is literally from my childhood. It's been with me for 32 years. I sent it in last year, or 33 years almost now. And I bought that off the rack when I was a kid, and it made it through 5 moves with me and still came back a 9.4. I didn't have anything signature series of George Perez. The week he died, I found this for $80 on a claim, and I snatched it up. I love me some Nakayama, and I got these are Nakayamas that I bought, and I sent them in for his signing. And then, of course, I love me some Invaders, and that's their first appearance, and that's the first Great Gargoyle. And I really like Kid Venom, so I did that shit myself.
I like Kid Venom too, actually.
This was a birthday gift. I snagged this up in a what do you call it? My comic shop auction. Yeah. I got this in an auction, this in an auction, this in a damn auction, this off of eBay.
Yeah, nobody was betting against you. You're betting about yourself.
Yeah, what about the Nightfall?
On the 8.0 Defenders, I went to war for this. I'm
talking about the other 10 books you just listed off.
What about the Nightfall? What about the Nightfall? The Bane breaking Batman's back.
That's from my childhood, and that came back a 9.8.
There you go.
I'm proud of that. And I also got a good deal on the this here, Marvel Team Up 1, and that is an 8.5. That Avengers First Ultron 5.
That just looks like a lot of CGC books. It looks like you love CGC, man. That's all.
You got the Beast back there.
He does have the Beast back there. Yeah.
Yeah, I did used to love CGC, but then shit got weird. I mean, like, dude, I'm gonna keep it 100% real. I love them. Shit starts to get weird. I had beautiful recent experiences with CBCS. I am very well aware of things that have happened. Neither company is flawless, and let's be very clear.
That's true.
And also, this for me is a separate set of collecting, right? I equate this to like trophies, right? More than anything, because
we talked about that on Saturday. I got
right.
you.
So and that's more of what that is for me, because I have my comics that are all around me that I am reading and shit all the time and resorting all the time. So that's that. So this is a separate part of the collecting for me.
Sweet.
There you go.
I still like that made you turn like fucking bright ass red. All right, make sure you're checking out Cliff on Comics. Make sure you're subbing over there. Check him out on Friday. I'll be there, so it'll be the greatest show that he's ever had before. So make sure you tune in for that.
My pussy's gonna twitch all night. I can't wait.
Oh boy,
don't even know what that is.
Quivering buttholes all night.
It's boy pussy.
Oh,
yes.
Still a mark we see. Okay. Anyways, so make sure you. Yeah. Make sure. All right. Make sure you check us out there. Make sure, Dub, if you could do your thing.
Pete, you got a dollar bending tomorrow?
I will. I got one roughly planned.
Dollar bending tomorrow at 8:00, 9:00. If you want to head over to the Absolute Geek podcast channel, you can see Stephanie makes history. She's a double champion. See what's going on with the new masked guy on Raw. And then Cody's got a black eye. You can catch up on all that news and all kinds of theories and such. That's tomorrow night at 9:00 on the Absolute Geek channel. Friday night, 9:00, 8:00 is the 9:00 is the CBSI Hot 10 show.
Every week.
Immediately following that will be the qualified. It's every week at 9:00, right?
Yep. I don't take weeks off. Or at least
Right
I
here
haven't
on
yet.
Rennavision, 9 o'clock, CBSI Hot 10. Immediately following will be the qualified. I'm not sure what the boys will be covering, but it's always something.
Yeah, I'm not sure
Thank
what
you,
I
Ryan.
saw the thumbnail today, but I don't know their topic yet.
Cool.
Saturday morning,
doing
Cliff
artist
will
spot.
not
They're
be
doing a
on
spot
Saturday
rating
morning
for
because it'll be on Friday night. So that was at 8 o'clock on Friday night, you said?
Yes. Hopefully Marco will be on time.
Hopefully Marco will be on time.
How long is the show usually?
Cliff on
An hour
Comic
and a
is
half.
hosting the show.
Okay.
And then Saturday night, catch the boys on SNS. Sunday night, Star Wars, 9 o'clock right here on Rennavision.
Yeah, absolutely. We're reviewing a novel.
Darkness.
Wayseeker got through. He actually paid us to get off suspension. So, we're going to donate some money to something. Probably
That's pretty
poking
awesome.
hookers, but whatever. Yeah.
And then Monday night, Wednesday watch list. I'm telling you, I know I say this every week. Pete's Wednesday watch list comes out on Mondays, I believe. It's a fantastic watch. I watch it on Tuesdays, usually Tuesday mornings, and I saw a bunch of books in there. And again, it's one of those things that's going to make you like either take books on, add books to your list, or take books off your list because it's a very in-depth review. I knew a bunch of books coming out this week because of Pete's Wednesday watch list. So
There
check
you
that
go.
out if you want to know what's coming out Wednesday. And then we'll be back to hang out with you guys on Wednesday night. So thank you all for hanging out. It's been amazing. Cliff, thanks for hanging out with us. It's awesome.
Thank you, Cliff.
Corbin, it's always good to see you. Thanks. And I'm glad you were able to be here for the news. Let us know what you guys think about this new format that we did, moving things around. Please leave us a note in the comments after the show, not during the what's going on the side here. But thank you all for hanging out.
Special guest on the 9th. Special guest on the 9th.
Oh, that's right.
Special guest.
Special guest April 9th.
Double secret, super special guest on the 9th. And see you guys soon. Peace.